respect is key in this game.
All right, well, let's find out who's going to be earning that respect here in game one of this best of three in the lower bracket. We're heading over to Lyrical and Trent.
Thank you so much, Shiva and T-Gov, and we'll get Peter back again soon. Trent, I just heard for the very first time the Into the Breach voice lines, and they're amazing. I'm really stoked about that. But also these drafts, we got some interesting one going on. Anything that stands out to you that we've seen so far?
Some top tier heroes. Personally, I think leading into the Western European qualifiers, one of the standout pairings that I was really into is this Axe Lina. I feel like you can probably open most drafts with this, and it's going to be good. Of course, that's a great way to curse this poor Lina.
Oh, no.
Yes, I believe Skylark was actually requesting that if Into the Breach win, he wants them to please question mark Stoma.
Okay.
So that was his lobby request. He wants an all chat question mark if they lose.
You know, there was some tweeting about that. It's a little bit savage to knock somebody out of TI and then like immediately question mark them afterwards. So at least for now, you know, the voice lines are starting to get spammed. I'm halfway to muting every single one of these players. Have fun,
what,
XD
Mike?
From Little Pleb. This is great. I love it. Dude, they're about it right now.
Oh, they really are. Yeah, so I really like this idea with the Timber Saw, where sometimes you do have this these rough, like, later Timber picks you said, where, like, you know, you look at this line, you're like, yeah, okay, they have some answers, right? They have the Anch and the Jug, and they can kind of do some stuff. But what I'm hoping they're going to do is really abuse the fact that Hoodwink can be very mobile, get some Ancient stacks going, and I want to see this Timber farming Ancients. That is the key to me this game. Give this guy a ton of Ancients, and then he's just this big, annoying blob that's going to sit on lane and slow down this collapsing of the map that T was talking about. Because you don't give your first round of stacks to your Medusa, okay? You give them to your Timber Saw. Medusa can have the stacks later. Let this Timber hit the Ancients and become a god.
Absolutely. Shut down that map, take away the area, and so that way you actually have sort of that free reign to farm away on the Medusa. Yeah, Little Pleb will get his later on. Although I will say, this lane down bottom, you already talked about the potential aggression that you might see out of it. He's just going to be eating these right clicks constantly from the Lina, and you know, Skylark can stand here, happy as a clam as well, keeping that pressure on. Fisherman, does he get hit by a stun? No, doesn't want to throw it out. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes on that one. What about this Spartan Enchantress? Like, do you think that that's going to be able to put the pressure onto the Timber in the lane like early on, or can Output sort of just play it a little bit more safe?
Ooh, rough. Speaking of which, they got the courier up there, yeah, up top. But they had Spartan down bottom at first, which I thought was good, right, for the instant pressure onto the Medusa. Hence why Little Pleb's still recovering under that tower that you see. And so they haven't quite decided what they're going to do for the blocks. And look at this. They're covering the block between the top and the mid. Excellent blocking here from the Radiant team, because those are the two camps that the Ange likes to abuse. He's Spartan running by right now, but the Radiant have put the wards in there. So she's go all the way over just to find a Frost Mage.
Yeah.
And look, half of it's gone by the time he gets back to the lane. He's going to get like one ice armor on Jug.
I know, that's super annoying. Well, and actually, it gets him underneath the tower there for a second. But yeah, like, what are you really doing with this ice armor at this point? Like, you're making it hard for Tanner to trade, but he's not really wanting to do that most likely anyways, as we can see, again, back towards mid. At least at these early goings, Mag having a nice time of it. Obviously, the Puck, one of the strongest laners that we've seen in a while, but you can just spam out that wave and maybe even get a couple of those water runes, depending upon how quickly Puck can make the move.
Yeah, should be the advantage for the Puck, right? And I mean, two different game plans between these two heroes. As Mag, someone who can abuse neutrals, obviously a lot more than a Puck. Some Puck players we've seen really go after like the hard camp stacks and stuff, and maybe their team will prep those for them. But I think this game with the Medusa and a Timber Saw, you're really hoping that we'll get some rotations from our Puck in this game, right? Especially, you want to watch for the dives for the Axe lane to TP in and coil.
It'll be something to watch for sure, if they can find a punish for that. Right now, at least, you can see just all this pressure that they're laying onto the Medusa. And actually up top, Focus going all the way in on Tanner right now, seeing if they can bring him down. The Fairy Fire, couple more right clicks, they get him.
Yeah, I really appreciated Focus's games yesterday. This guy goes in. He's very aggressive, and it seems like he has a very good sense, especially I found in the late game of like when he should be diving in. Even if it maybe doesn't work out for the best, I feel like he's got that good risk assessment of like, this is my best chance in this fight to turn it for my team. And sometimes that looks a little disastrous, and then other times you get a kill like that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Obviously, it's you know, looked pretty good at times. This jug on a lot of different heroes, as Spartan actually is getting chased up on the top side. The bushwhack there, and a right click from Timber ends his life. So a little bit of a struggle, just level 2 on that Ench, and obviously not having the creeps makes it that much more difficult to actually do anything in this lane.
Yeah, how are you going to set up for a spin play against a Timber who has like 2 points in Timber Chain at this point, and you don't have any good creeps for like Centaurs or anything? Tanner's just standing in the camp. He body blocks it out. Spartan comes back towards his neutrals. Oh, he almost got bushwhacked and died. The unfortunate dis-synergy between these two heroes coming into play.
And you can see just like also the other thing is like this bottom lane, it's also really a struggle. Skylark 2 points up in the battle hunger and actually rushes the Urn of Shadows, going back for phase boots afterwards. So a very aggressive lane, and Lil Pleb has taken the heat.
I mean, this should honestly be our major focal point. The top has a lot of action and everything, and bottom's slightly boring in that regard, but I mean, this is a Medusa with 5 last hits right now at 4.5 minutes. So yeah, so I don't care about those kills anymore. Didn't you hear me, Ilson? I'm talking about this Medusa. Thank you. She's got no last hits. She's very sad. And when does that change, right? Like, what are you gonna do? Go to the jungle at level 3 as a Medusa with 2 points and Mystic Snake? That's not gonna be very fun.
Yeah, and sort of signaling again the reality that this game is just like, it's not going to be a time when she can take those ancients early. And the way it's gone, there just haven't been any stacks created at all. They don't have an opportunity to do it. They're sort of needed in all of these lanes simultaneously. So
put in the lifeline, called in the reinforcements. They got Tanner.
Oh, can they bring down the Lina? Looks like they will be able to. So Tanner clicks him away, but Skylar continuing with just this oppression in this bottom lane here, 30-16, as he just has completely taken over. And I mean, this is why we don't see it all that often, as there's going to be an escape right there away from that jug spin, backing away, perfectly fine.
The Urn is really funny because typically you don't get this much success out of Battle Hunger versus the carry specifically. Versus the support, sometimes it feels kind of amazing because like they're having a hard time finding the creepy stuff. But like that carry player, you know, like tends to be they can find a last hit or two to try and get rid of that. But he's just been spamming it non-stop with that mana regen.
You know, I want to go back later on and like look at what the damage statistics are from Battle Hunger on Medusa, because I feel like it's going to be crazy, right? Like so much regen expended as, well, again, the spin up top, trying to find the finish, needs a couple more punches, and can they get him? Oh, gets across! Yo, what a baller.
That was sick. No panic, knows his plays, bottom lane, another go here, but I think Skylark's also, oh, okay, we got a puck.
Rotation. They get the call afterwards. It's only onto the next. Pulls them underneath that tower, trying to dodge the stun. Does a little fancy footwork, but they will be able to get the kill nonetheless. Fishman goes down. So they managed to bring 4 heroes and get the kill on the Axe. That was a big rotation, but well worth it.
Yeah, your Medusa has 11 last hits. I guarantee. I mean, we've all had these players on our team. We know what the comms are like. Yeah. I have no game. Guys, I need help. Where's my mid, you know?
Right.
It's that kind of a situation. And look, he gets back in time for the wave even, so great rotation here for me to see.
You know, sometimes those are like the rank 32 players or whatever it is, 36, somewhere in that neighborhood. Obviously, this time it's just they're putting the pressure on him. Don't think that Lil Pleb is an account buyer. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not flaming players.
Okay, so you're calling him an account buyer. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
As Spartan is going to get brought down, and Malik also. Oh, wait a minute. A chance for a turn there. Can they get this kill onto focus? Yes, indeed. As a double for the Timber. Really nicely played.
My game's so bad, I'm going to tip the enemy carry, who has quadruple my last hits.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no.
That's cool. That's
Damn,
good.
dude.
Well, yeah, Timber working out extremely well. And Tanner's back in time for some stacks, too. You know, Timber's looking at his skill build. He's like, yeah, you know, I got 2 points Timber Chain. I can do these things. Get me some Ancients, bud.
Absolutely. And maybe Medusa can move on over afterwards and soak some XP or something, because she is level 5. Game is super hard. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's in terms of XP, but the net worth is just, it's a real struggle. 1,000 gold behind the next closest core.
Oh, the best thing to do is apply pressure somewhere else. Force rotations away, and that's what they're going to do. They're bringing the puck up top. The Greek freak of focus is in trouble.
Can they kill him off? Silence is there? Yes. Yes, they definitely can. Oh, is there another tip in the waiting? I'm waiting for it.
No, he's gonna let that one like simmer, you know, kind of just marinate a little bit. He's like,
Gotcha.
You know, I would have tipped you, but I gotta save some for later. They didn't even coil though. That's why he gets to do it mid instead.
Really big, and trying to find something. Can't quite bring down Wish. A little bit tankier there. Another thing, Jug's TP on cooldown for another 20 seconds, so he's gonna have to walk back out 20 lanes and keeping the pressure on. Man, this Timbersaw is having a hell of a game right here. So he's gonna try and bully back Spartan. You know, this was first phase banned in a lot of the other regions, this hero, and I think for good reason.
It's yeah, it's showing its stuff right now. I mean, no one can even get to the tower now to farm. Again, the big thing to me is these offlaners that give the space to the 4 are so crucial for the stacks. It's like neutrals just kind of like win games right now. It's so much just manufactured gold. Not just for whoever you're giving the stack to, obviously, but also for the support that's stacking and getting those bonuses. So, like, he can push this wave into the tower now top, put the pressure onto the tower, go back to the stacks, but they're bringing all the heroes up here. Have they baited in Malik?
Oh my god, they got him again! I
they
mean,
have
so
RP. Oh,
yeah,
kill him? He's just gonna walk away?
Dude, that's wild. That's so nuts. I mean, I guess the thing is, like, if that's one of those moments where it's like, if you don't get the kill, I guess, like, it just feels that much worse.
Oh, yeah, that felt awful. I mean, they instantly ran back and started dewarding. So Soma had the right idea because, I mean, he saw the mag coming, I'm assuming, based off of that ward that was in there. So now he's just on the tower, though. The wave is there. Life is great right now. What does Skylark need to do? Because he went for this Urn build, which is really cute for a little bit, but that means he doesn't have Vanguard, which means that he's not farming his Ancients right now. And he's also not moving into the Radiant territory and taking away any of their neutrals. So I kind of worried that this build was a mistake.
Yeah, it's going to depend a lot, I guess, around this Blink Dagger timing and what he's able to do there. As the Coil, it's going to connect onto a couple. Bushwhack afterwards jumps onto that tree. Oh, the combos. Doesn't matter if it breaks the stun, you kill the heroes.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Oh, sick.
And they have a catapult. Man, this is excellent stuff. I mean, there was some concern about Brame trying to get it on the map early. I love the carry player with the choo-choo voice line. Just, you guys are doing great.
Nice plays,
catching up.
Don't worry, we'll get there. Me and my fairy fire.
One step at a time. I mean, Focus also just trying to recover up in that lane after the tower was taken. Now mid is gone, and the best neutrals are the neutrals of your enemy. And this is Timbersaw, guys. This is why this hero was broken.
Oh,
you see this?
God.
Did you know how broken he is at farming Ancients, everyone? Because it was not being abused enough until like 2 weeks ago.
Well, and the other thing we just see over in the jungle, they take away the full 3-stack almost from Focus. And actually, if he's not careful, they drop down the sentry. That spots out that Fishman is there. Goes for the Omni Slash play, dropping over onto the puck. And looking for a bit of a turnaround. Fishman is likely going to fall here. Doesn't have a TP. Yeah, he's super dead. Just might be able to buy a little bit of space. There you go. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Kill the courier. Kill his courier. No. Skylark isn't having any of it. He gets his first turn charge there.
Oh, true. So that's the Blink reveal.
All right.
We got the like 200 HP Nyx Assassin. So, yeah, as you said, though, that needs to be the big play, as he needs to get out there, grab more kills with this, and play the aggressive game with his Spirit Vessel. So, meanwhile, Lil Pleb recovered enough, and they left the stacks for him, mostly because I think Malik's been having a crazy game. He definitely does not need them like I thought he might. He's able to hand them off to a very wounded Medusa, thanks to the Ancients that he stole from Brame.
I was wondering, yeah, he's going to soften him up a little bit here as well.
Oops, did I grab all
those? Oh, no, my bad, guys. Didn't mean to. It'll be really helpful. He's actually not even taking him for her anymore, but she is working into what now? Just the Yasha? Yeah, that one's completed at the very least. Still behind, but starting to catch back up a little bit. And this Jug is not as far ahead as you would imagine for this empowered hero, but a smoke up, and they're heading over towards the triangle.
And he has Diffusal, so I think he wants to maybe jump in on this fight if he can. Smokes break, doesn't jump. Probably a good thing he didn't jump there. There were a lot of lurking heroes.
True. So a little bit of a slowdown now, as Focus is going to get a little bit of me time. And Wish, they spot him. Good blink away. Could have gotten real testy there. He's going back for the Echo Saber after finishing off the Blink. I mean, this is the thing, right? Is like they've got a couple of really solid initiation items, but still not feeling like they're quite ready to battle yet, I guess.
Oh, and Skylark abandoning his plans for the Spirit Vessel, which I think I approve of. I wasn't really sold on that this game. Like, it's kind of tempting for the Timbersaw, I guess, right? As a way to try and bully him, but he tends to buy Dispel at some point anyway. And I don't think that's your main job, you know. Let the Lina handle that. You got to try and control up this Puck and Medusa as much as you can.
Okay, it's fair. Maybe you'll go back for it at some point later on. Probably not, though, if you're not getting it at that point. But regardless, we'll keep our eyes on it. And only less than 1,000 gold separating these two teams, despite the 11-4 score marking.
And the towers, too, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of concerning. To only have a very minimal lead like that. Now, mind you, this is also intentional for Into the Breach because they're not really pressured to advance on the map right now. I think they're very happy with the current state as long as their Medusa's farming and everyone's hitting creeps. If they can just like keep this sort of like even keel going, that's not really a problem. I mean, Spartan is going for a very dangerous push down here. With the Haster, they may not even have to coil. One would really hope, at least.
Yeah, they'll chase him down and just punch him to death. So Spartan will fall, able to get that kill. There are a couple of heroes in the area right now for Brame if they wanted to try and mount a defense down bottom with this next creep wave coming in. Although actually, they're with the Enchantress creeps, they're keeping the creep wave back a little bit. Are they gonna come and try and fight this?
It's a very risky push because like they have Blink Daggers, so they actually have a good way of punishing you to do these you know, unkillable pushes where you're like, oh, I'm a Timbersaw, like I'll be able to get out of here. But with double blinks, they've definitely got enough to punish you.
And he's still playing completely alone here. They're coming in. Call. Not going to quite connect. Really well played by that Timber to just get out right as it was coming in.
They rotated everyone.
Yeah, damn.
The Jugs like hitting the Aegis. There's 4 heroes there looking for that call so they can finally kill the Timber. Any TP's top. Oh, yeah, that hurts.
That is so frustrating. I mean, and now like you're sending this Lina up top. He can't really do much. Like if he tries to defend this tower when eventually the push comes in, if that's what they're gonna do. All right, they go for something here. Nice kill. They blow up the Jug afterwards. Damn, what a rough series of events. Look at the gold lead. It just like explodes over the last couple minutes here. Just what a huge play.
Yeah, I mean, part of that is that Medusa's obviously farming at a faster pace right now, especially when the Magnus is like moving around trying to make plays. This Blink Dagger isn't necessarily going to have 100% uptime on the Empower. Plus, your Juggernaut's dead, so it's hard to empower him then.
True.
And now Timber is advancing to the winning stage of Dota, taking tier 2s and then prepping for Roche.
And the catapult will survive through the glyph, so they're going to have to come and deal with this. If they want this push to stop, they have to push him out of here. Because Malik can just stand here this entire time. And it doesn't look like they're going to, at least for the moment.
They have to fight. They have level 2 Omni Slash, they have the Diffusal Blade, they have Empower, they have double Blink Daggers. If you're not fighting now, you're going to lose. Like,
they're thinking about it.
Why are you buying double blink if you're not going to be able to fight, you know?
Yeah.
They lose the tower, they got to smoke in or something. And they're so ready for this too. Oh,
yeah.
God.
The tower's gone. I mean, there's just no vision here at all. Brame really struggling to find an opening for themselves, and it looks like they're just going to kind of go back to farming again. Try and retake over this area, a little bit of the map. They can get a D ward here on this OBS that was placed down, but get the tier 2 tower. You have access now to these outposts, and a Bloodstone Timbersaw who doesn't look like he has any signs of slowing down anytime soon.
So Focus is just going to go into spin to win mode, I guess, right? And just start like running down lanes and spin TPing. I feel like once you give up that tower, that's basically what you've committed to.
Right.
But, you know, pickoffs are a little bit harder than defenses. Like, at least you know where the enemy is when they're going for a tower like that. Now they're going to be guessing a little bit blind because their vision is a little bit weak. This one ward they have is doing amazing work for them right now. They see the Medusa and the Hoodwink. That might be where they head to. The smoke's running out.
Brame really struggling to find their footing in this game number 1. And in the meantime, Into the Breach look fabulous. They're making really solid rotations, dodging away from ganks when they come their direction, identifying when they're strong and when they can fight. And they just keep on bullying back one hero after another. Doma goes down as well.
He's got a Bloodstone.
What do you know? They're back on the tier 1 tower again, pressuring it. Somehow creeps are here past the creep wave. I don't understand that, but that's fine.
It went on a little journey, you know.
That's fair. All roundabout.
And Medusa has crowned herself queen of this game. Top of the net worth, overtaking the Timbersaw. So you know, I love it when a plan comes together. And the plan was Lil Pleb will eventually recover, and that's what they got. Well, will they get him this time though?
Dude, he's not even really that well. He should be a little bit worried now. Misses the skewer back. Oh no. Dude, and now they're all like, they're 5 heroes here running away from the Timbersaw. The rest of the team hasn't even showed up yet. Malik not at all concerned. He forces them back. In the meantime, Medusa's like literally farming AFK on the other side of the map. They're so afraid of this hero right now for good reason, but unreal. They are getting bodied.
I actually don't know if you RP him if he'd die. With the Lina coming in a little bit late there, I think he might have lived. So I at least appreciate that. I think would have been maybe a real moral defeat if you had RP'd him and then he lives. So we'll try and fight for another day. That'll be the plan here. But they got to figure out some maneuver based off of this vision, because that ward is running a bit low over there, and it's their only glimpse into what the breach are up to. Yeah,
Fishermen, they catch him down the low ground. This is what they need. Like, under all that vision, you have to find something, but the coil, is it going to cost them? Silence is out. They throw out. Good bushwhack. Oh, and the blow up. Malik finds them both. The sharpshooter from the other side. They catch. There is not a taunt. Triple kill for the Timber. What a game.
God, he does so much damage. You just did like 2,000 damage there so fast in that fight. And man, that Timber chain through though, that was beautiful.
The double whirling death as well.
Yeah.
Dude. He's having a hell of a one. 18 Bloodstone charges now, has the plate mail on top of everything else.
11 of the 17 kills.
Yeah, that's... it was a good Timber game. And again, like, I love that little spray they put down in the Roche pit. What the hell is that?
I believe it's you want some, and they're getting some right now on the side of Brame.
Jeez. It's like Pyrian before he lost his hair. But regardless, 17-5, and the game looking rather good for Into the Breach. What do you do now if you're Brame? Like, it feels like every move has just failed to work out, and I get the idea of like not wanting to fight in when you're like at a deficit, but it feels like something has to be pulled together as Tanner will get themselves another kill.
Meanwhile, Focus. Yeah, he went to go see how his stacked ancients were doing, and Malik was in there farming them.
Jeez.
Oh, Fishman, get that ancient, get that dragon. Yeah. Go, Nix. Yeah. No one's looking. The cores are. Oh, he's like, I can't do it. All right,
it's too strong. He's doing 20 damage a punch.
Battle.
Oh my god. He gives up.
He can't do it. I'm not going to win this fight, guys.
Nailed it. Timber's coming in to take care of business.
He could just soften it up, loosening the lid on the jar for him.
I like it. Well, a 10,000 gold lead now at 21 minutes. And again, Brame trying to dodge away. It does feel like they're sort of hoping to prep for one big engagement to turn all their hopes around on. Unfortunately, if this keeps on happening, it's just not going to work out. Dominating for the Hoodwink. 5, 2, and 10.
Aether and Ironwood Tree is just like the GG Hoodwink. When you're leading, it feels so good.
Yeah.
Scurrying around the map, setting off easy picks for your team. Still has 5 charges of Spirit Vessel right now. There's also a Medusa in this game. I know you guys probably weren't aware of that, but she is in here for the closer, the anchor, as it were. And Skylark is looking for some sort of a massive play, or perhaps just for some Ancients to spawn, but will now retreat out and
oh my god, they were right on. They knew exactly where he was going. It's interesting because I feel like at various points, we've cast at this point, like Eastern Europe, we've cast NA, we've seen the other ones going on in Southeast Asia and South America. And at so many different points, I've seen all of the Into the Breach heroes first phase picked. Like, it feels like
Yeah.
they just got all the good heroes. Like, I don't know what happened.
Yes, according to my tier list, they have 2 S tiers of Timber and Hoodwink, and then I think I put Medusa as B tier, but Pocket Mix are both A. So, yes, the high quality. Brame have, I mean, to be fair, Axe is S tier for sure. And then Ench and Lena are definitely some solid A tiers, but I might have put Jug and Mag in B. I think I downgraded them.
Tough. I mean, and again, like, you want to go with what's comfortable for the players and everything, but it just feels like they've gotten everything that they've wanted on into the breach. And, well, they do get the Diffusal Blade, but Hoodwink finds him. Dude, he doesn't stand a chance right here.
Oh, nice.
Coil afterwards. RP cancels, throws it out afterwards, but the stun comes out from the Nyx Assassin round 2. Wish in trouble. They can't get the skewer back. That is so much used and nothing gained. It is all into the hands of Into the Breach, who stream forward, find themselves that Jug kill, and keep on looking for more. Skylark also in a world of hurt. He's going to get tore down the Timber Chain onto the drop-down tree. Sick stuff from Into the Breach.
And that was their moment, right? Like, they didn't defend some of the tier 2s. They let things fall back. We're waiting for this. This was their only hope. It's like, okay, this is where we're going to sync up everything together. This is our one chance, like, start clawing our way back into this game. And you could see the pressure there, too. I mean, the RP was nice, but you're asking a lot of your team to try and make that perfect play there. And then on top of that, it's all into an Aegis Medusa.
Well, they get the skewer pullback, but another takedown of Lena. And this one, since, I don't know, 15 minutes or something, it just hasn't looked close. They've been on top of them every single round. Another stun comes out there, connects onto Wish, gonna pop the BKB just to get out of there. But it is going to be another tier 3 tower taken down with this Aegis in hand. Into the Breach are just too strong.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk about, like, you know, good heroes and meta heroes and stuff like that. At the end of the day, the reasoning is that they make your game easier because they're, you know, a little more overtuned, or like you see them more in the meta, so you've seen more of the better teams playing them, so you like understand them a little bit better. It's not to say that Brame can't win with this lineup, but they just got straight up outplayed. Like, that bottom lane, they did really well with the Axe and the Lena, but they didn't translate that into anything else for their team. You know, they couldn't pressure any of the other lanes. They couldn't stop the Timbersaw because that was a really good late game pick there, or late draft pick rather, and they just got outplayed, like, simply. I mean, Malik just put the team on his back on this one, honestly.
It's true.
Looks incredible. Everyone else played good, but, like, he just secured this game. Ooh, nice attempt to play here. This is cute.
This is as the Aegis expires, too, so looking for a chase down, though. Skylark just going to get bullied, get killed off. Focus now, trying to get a little bit of separation. They have the Chakram out, bringing down Wish. Hug jumps in, canceling the RP. They know it's over. GG is going to get called, as in the end, Into the Breach taking game 1 over Brame. What a series. What a play. What a game.
26 minutes SmackDown, as Parker's telling us that, you know, some of the other games are going much, much later, apparently. We could fit 3 of these games into some of the Chinese series right now, it sounds like. So make sure you're keeping an eye on all the fun action as the qualifiers continue to give us all the glorious Dota. Unfortunately, it was not glorious Dota here for Brame, and they need to go right back to the building blocks of this game and try and figure out what they're going to do out of this laning stage.
Trent, you know what they need to do, right? They need to go once more onto the Breach. We're going to have to see if they can do it in game number 2. We'll be back in a bit. Go back to the panel, see what they have to see what they have to say. We'll get there in the end. Back in a few. What do you think of this hero right now? Because we haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of it.
Still good. I think it's a situational carry pick, right? It is not a carry that can be picked without being like, okay, this is like an AM game. You know, like, yeah, TB. You can just pick TB. Every game's a TB game. Right. But Anti-Mage is not quite in that same category. This is definitely a good game in terms of, like, you know, if you're in a pub and you saw all these enemy heroes, you'd be like, okay, yeah, I can like carry this game on Anti-Mage. But pubs are very different in the regard that, you know, your enemies are probably going to be a little more coordinated. They probably know that you think you've got a good AM game, so I'm expecting some pretty heavy focus on shutting down Mr. Focus. And Brame, their other 4 heroes are just a cornucopia of Red's fire stuff. I don't know. Into the Breach just once again look like they have much easier Dota to play here.
It's true. I think that like a lot of that is just the centerpiece of the Timbersaw, what it brings to the table along with Hoodwink. That's like, again, we saw teams opening with this in some of the other regions, and they get it later on in the draft. The thing that does kind of throw me for a bit of a loop is going to be this Void Spirit. This hero has felt very hit or miss, and I think has been one of the least successful so far of all the qualifiers across all of the regions. But we'll see how it goes. Still does what he does.
Got that big 25 Dota plus. All right, these are the kind of people I want playing Void Spirit, because it's a late pick. He sees the game. Void Spirit to me is like really good low cooldown single target pickoff, which is what they need this game. I mean, there's an Ember and an Animage that they just want to shut down, right? Be a real nuisance. And then later in the game, you get this like crazy AoE team fight damage and control from the Aghanim Scepter. So. Knowing your lane already, too, for the Void Spirit just feels great. So, yeah, I agree. He's definitely not the best. He's probably, like, the worst Spirit right now.
Right.
Well, maybe Earth Spirit takes that credit.
Did you see Tops in the other
Dude,
game?
I know, exactly. That didn't help. The whole Echo Saber.
Yeah.
But,
Ooh, Spartan.
Yeah, like Animage, picked in the right games. It's fine.
Okay. See, Malik, they're taking a little bit of a beating on the other side of that Illuminate coming from Spartan. This time, not playing on that Enchantress that we saw previously. He's playing it really close to the chest. It's scary stuff. It does look like Tanner there is going to lose his courier up top, as Focus just went for a blink forward onto it. But we'll keep our eyes on how this Timber does this game.
Yeah, I will say, if I was playing Coddle in a game and my safe laner picked Animage, I would not be very pleased.
Okay.
You know, I'd be like, really? You picked Animage? Oh, wow, thank goodness we can really abuse my Chakra magic this game.
Right.
They could do some cheeky stuff, actually, where you, like, blink in and hit the Timber, and if he chains, you, like, Chakra blink again. That could be kind of cool. But, I mean, you know, blink doesn't tend to be a priority on the old skill build.
True enough. Well, we did see like 80 million tips on Skylark right at the start, so you know, a little bit of friendly rivalry back and forth. It didn't feel like it had the same teeth that we saw in that previous series. The Spartan keeps on getting chased down there and will be run through the trees.
Nice.
But just gets out on the other side, fine and dandy. So a lot of emphasis being shut on this Timber.
The only part in the game where you're able to juke a Timber in the tree line, right?
Right, exactly.
Level 2, and he might get the second point in the reactive armor, or he might get Whirling Death after that, just because he's upset.
Well, we'll keep our eyes on it, as Fishman will eat an LSA and try and chase back Stolman a little bit here as well. Doesn't have boots yet, so a little bit behind in terms of movement speed, and won't be able to catch up. Oh, it's so annoying when that battery assault doesn't connect.
Very similar to last game, isn't it? Like, this bottom lane.
Yeah.
And doubled up on by this Bat Rider. Once again, they have the brutal pressure of the Lina. She is the best at doing this in the game still, I would say, in terms of just being like a complete bully on your carry and trying to zone you out of the way as much as possible. Lil Pleb at least has the adaptive strike this game. A little bit better than the Snake.
All right. And I think that also this is sort of a situation where he can sort of survive a dive a little bit easier, as you know, a little bit of the spray drop there again. Also curious if he's going to go back for the like Morbid Mask right away in anticipation of needing to jungle, or if maybe waits for those first round of neutrals to come out.
Oh, speaking of neutrals, I was going to bring that up earlier. How many heroes on Brame can clear Ancients, Mr. Lyrical?
Oh, let's see. We got Bat Rider, and that's it. And even he's not great at it.
Since the nerfs, like I don't
pretty
really,
bad.
I don't really count him. Meanwhile, into the breach have the Timbersaw as well as the Morphling, who can do it like very early as well. So for me, that's another big win, because that's Dota right now.
Well, that'll be something to watch for sure. Yeah, I think that value is just so good if you can get it. And granted, Tanner actually going right now for a kill on a Spartan, gets him. Rolls high, sees the courier on the other side. Does not decide to go for it, though.
So, Timber got to his Soul Ring, right? Which means that now he can just play by himself versus the Animage, and he's never scared. Like, there's maybe a play at like level 6 or whatever, but not only can he like, you know, always have a defensive option, he also has an offensive option onto the Animage if he gets a little bit too cheeky on you. So that frees up full space for Tanner, and Tanner just wants to stalk, because Coddle's going to do this for the first 10 minutes of the game, right? Stack as many neutrals as he can. Oh, he's only getting one camp at a time? Smart.
Ooh, Fishman goes down. Skylark also gonna fall, so they trade out 1 for 1 there. We also saw a ward get, or rather the bounty rune get taken away, and they're gonna get the courier. Nice little catch there. Again, this Lina making some work happen, even though they did end up losing that Bat Rider.
Yeah, that's a very nice claw back here from Lil Pleb. Now up to 26. He's only 2 behind the Bat Rider after being doubled up on before. Game is good. Of course, Skylark instantly runs back into the Clockwork, has a Firefly away. A little bit worrisome. But I saw Skylark, he went in, or Spartan rather, he went into the jungle, he stacked up, and he actually cleared a double stack for himself right now. On the minute mark too, whereas he could have like been doing a triple stack or something. So really feeling the need to get his own items going right now, it seems.
Yeah, I guess that it's been a little bit sort of some early pressure, doesn't want to feed away kills eventually and stuff like that if he needs to like hold that lane. But he is going to stack up here again, goes for the 2 stack, gets those ones cleanly, so too will Tanner. And they're actually scouting this out as well. Spartan placed down that good ward up on the high ground that's right over the top of the hard camp, and drops down another one there as well to get some rune control working. But Wish will pick up that bounty, and they'll head back the other way. And Little Pleb, just a completely free lane. They're actually going to give over the hard camp to Skylark, who's farming that out in the triangle.
Yeah, looks like he might be getting some of these neutrals up top then, as Malik's just grabbing the full wave here. Ooh, nice setup there.
Ooh, a chance. Oh, the Mana Void already used has Blink back up in a sec, but they're not going to be able to connect with it. So Malik gets away by the skin of his teeth there, also dropping down a ward, and I believe that's going to immediately get taken down by Spartan. So a nice little series of events there for
this is so greedy for Spartan, dude.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's they're gonna get Tanner.
Yeah.
So they might lose Spartan afterwards if he's not careful. He's going for this finish. The solar bind. Malik just backs away though, but he was able to force him off of the creep wave there.
Yeah, the backup was coming. I did not see the reinforcements killing Tanner, so hence why he's able to go that deep, right, and even bully him off of that wave that he spent so long pulling. Such a pivotal moment in the lane, too, right? The level 6 for the Aimage and the Timber. Now Wish the Invis rune. They want to get the kill on ADZ.
If they can get him. Tries to back away, though. Gets the Astral Step out 1 round. They're clearing out these camps. Meanwhile, Clockwork able to find one. Trying to bring down that Lina. Goes for the kill. A couple more right clicks, and that's going to be the extent of it. They get 1 catch over onto Spartan now. Tanner continuing the chase. They managed to bring him down to boot. So multiple kills coming through the jungle as they tried to contest.
Oh, that's rough, too. It felt like they really had something going there with this idea of, like, getting the Anti-Mage, pulling out the Timber. Could have, like, tried to maybe, like, hold them back even a little bit further. And he's diving in again up top, Focus, with the ulti. He's dead. Oh, is he not dead?
Oh, my God. How is he getting away? It's unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. And Wish also just picks up a DD after catching 2 with the vines. Gonna go for that remnant in maybe. He's thinking about it, but decides not to. Interesting. It's so weird, right? Like, so Wish right now behind slightly in levels, but currently sitting top of the net worth. The ability to run in there and steal away some of those stacks, but just a little bit behind the Void Spirit in terms of those levels. Catches up now.
Feels like they should really be thinking about the catapult wave here for mid, too. With all this pressure they're getting on, you would imagine that'd be their next goal.
Chain, stun, caught him. Thinking about going for a remnant in, actually. And will just walk away for the moment. Still feeling very comfortable. Up in their face with the 20 stick.
So, to me, they have the advantage in terms of, like, if we rotate a bunch of heroes somewhere, we should win that fight. Oh, triple stack from Brame. Let's go. Nice. Got it this time. He missed a double earlier, but now Spartan's in, you know. See how those levels on the coddle. He's got it. But, like, their push is terrible. I mean, let's be real. They have a Tricore of Anti-Mage, Ember, and Bat Rider. So catapult waves are extremely important, right?
It's true.
So, yeah, to me, that should be, like, the next big pivotal moment for them where Focus is going to do his thing, let him farm, but figure out which tower you guys want to attack and try and do, like, a split play where, like, you put some pressure on bottom, for example. Oh, speaking of which, nice lasso, but not nice enough.
Oh, and immediately going for the all tip there onto Skylark, catching him out of position. Man, that's not how you want to get the pressure on. But and they still have that gold lead, and they're farming up on these cores. Do you like the mid play more? Or that always feels like it's, if you can make it work, that's really solid, but could be a little dangerous.
The goal is to to try and get the pressure on bottom, so they're forced to rotate, and then you can hopefully take the mid. Like, and they can't like match your rotation because you have the Ember Spirit. That would be my hope at least. But right now, Timber actually doesn't have a TP.
Oh, Mana Void afterward, not enough damage. And Malik actually gonna jump in after focus. Oh, he's got to be careful. Very scary. Are there any other rotations coming in? Okay, Wish wants to connect now and see if he can find this finish. Remnant triple in, and Malik able to get out again. They get the bushwhack. The escape is there. Into the breach, covering each other well.
Where are the catapults, Gabe? They're dying.
They're dying. They're all going down.
They need to pick one and try and stick with it or something here, or they're not going to be getting anything off of these waves. Bottom still got it. Oh, but the hook shot mid.
Good for him. Can they find that kill? Yes,
timing.
They will. Wish gets brought down. Tanner there with the bushwhack.
All right.
Dude, Hoodwink is just good, and Tanner's playing it quite well.
Yeah, maybe a little lucky in terms of the slight timing there too.
Well, you know,
a little bit of both, right?
He timed it. It was all in his head, right?
You got to be good to be lucky, right? Focus instantly TP's bottom. He has priorities. He is escorting this VIP catapult into this tower.
Low pleb going to get out of there. They do connect with the scan just as the TP completes, so it looks like they will be able to take this bottom tier 1 tower. But unfortunately, the other catapult's already dead across the map, and simultaneously up top with the Timbersaw, they're starting to take down this tier 1 tower as well.
That's fine. That one's forfeit anyway with Morphin and Timber. I'm okay with that. I think there's a chance that Brame didn't get any on these waves, and I do think the Radiant Safe Lane Tower is very, very important because it opens up this whole bottom area, and it just feels really easy for Animage to play down here now, and it connects better to your Ancients than I find the Radiant one does, up in this part of the map, up top. So to me, this feels very good. Oh no, Malik's found their gold. The horde of bananas.
Find them all. Trying to pull them in closer. They get him with the Remnant, take down one, and are they going to come and contest this, dude? Skylark wants it so bad, but the hook shot in finds the Lina, separating him from the rest of the team. Do they have enough in the tank here? Wish running in, trying to bring down that Void Spirit. Tanner gets down to that low ground, and it looks like they will be able to find one kill. But Skylark also goes down. So a trade so far of 3 for 1. This is only favoring into the breach. Huge plays for them here.
Wish is still sticking around trying to steal some and grab XP from it, though.
Yeah. Ooh, just barely off the mark there. And they have one more stack here as well, which Wish is thinking about taking himself. Malik could come back in again if he wanted to. He has another round of the Soul Ring here.
You can see Spartan pinging it because he's like, I need you to kill this so I get the bonus goal.
Right, exactly. Takes away some of them rooted. Did he get a little bit too greedy? Malik in trouble, goes down. Oh, it was only 2 camps. But he died for it.
They get some D wards out here too. Nice revenge plays here from Brame, but that could have been even better. Like the initial lasso attempt onto the Void Spirit was like about to go off. Like you saw the little clock going on the lasso as he just got into the dissimulate. That fight could have been so much nicer for them instead. Ooh, the ulti pop from Spartan. We chasing here?
He was thinking about it. Maybe just wants to spam out the wave safely. 13 minutes now also as Tanner's going to run away and TP out of there. We get the Battle Fury completed along with Treads for focus. So he does have his items. They've still been able to stay top of the net worth. Definitely some frustrating elements of the game for Brame, but they're staying on top. Do you feel like Into the Breach are under any pressure to sort of keep things going right now, or do you think that they're kind of okay with the state of the game?
It depends on how the pleb does. I mean, I see again another high tier Dota Plus Morphling is Skylark.
Oh, hook shot, trying to clean this one up as well. They get the pullback. Xantic tries to get out of there, but won't happen. They find the kill, and now Laguna Blade onto Fishman. It's all falling apart here for Into the Breach. Wish trying to chase down Malik. Can they get this kill? But they turn in with Lil Pleb into the Ember Spirit, now trying to kill him off with himself. Right click's coming through, tries to Remnant out. Oh, good LSA to save his life. Lil Pleb has to back away, but they're starting to rack up the damage onto him. Waveforms out, good adaptive strike to get a little bit of a separation, but the root is there afterwards, and Little Pleb going to fall as well.
Very nice Spirit Vessel build, right? Targeting that Morphling, making his life really hard. and he's not going to have Dispel for quite a while. He's still like 1,500 gold-ish away from getting the Manta. But yeah, to me, the pressure is definitely there, but a lot of it depends on the Morphling play, because like Morphling has an amazing game here because of some of the copies. Like Anti-Mage can feel really good, Ember feels amazing a lot of the time as well, so that is always something where like the Morphling player can turn it. But imagine if they didn't get some of these stacks in the jungle, how farm focus would be. Like he's having such a good game right now, and that's who they're after. They're going to get some aggressive wards up into his Ancients, and they're just going to miss him.
I know. They could think about doubling back on this here if they spot him on the ward, and he does just walk into range.
Yeah.
So,
ping, ping,
yeah,
ping, ping.
This is big. If they can get this kill, this
scan.
is really huge.
The scan just ended. He was actually scanning there, too, looking for this.
Oh, and sharpshooter, bushwhack, everything. Drop down on his head. Wish, can they make any cleanup happen? Chakra Magic with the double slight, looking pretty good. Skylark trying to find a target to jump onto. There's the pushback. Xantic tries to escape and will end up falling. Another good bushwhack. Malik playing very much inside their triangle, is eventually going to get caught. And again, the Spirit Vessel just giving them so much value as eventually they find the answer for this Timbersaw, take them down. A 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah, it's an amazing Spirit Vessel game, which certainly, I mean, I think Ember players want to buy this item as much as they can, right? It's kind of like Earth Spear, where like the item has been nerfed a little bit, so it doesn't feel quite as good, but you see a game like this and you're very excited about it. Like, it forces the Morphling to go for the earlier Manta, like maybe some games they want to go for the E-Blade. Timbersaw as well has to go right in towards this Lotus Orb too.
It does cause these issues now where before that timing comes online, if they start giving up kills like this, then all of a sudden that snowball is stymied. And I mean, the flip side to that is they did just get the kill into focus. He hasn't even gotten into the Yasha yet after, you know, having his Battle Fury for a couple of minutes at this point. So it's going to be hard, but I would imagine that at this point into the breach, just keep on going with these gank squads, which are pretty easy to connect with. And, well, Skylark, you get the Yule Scepter lift up, trying to bring down that Ember. Wish, oh, the good pushback, and they miss! The sharpshooter, he's just off the mark. Laguna Blade comes out, they take down Xantic, and now looking for more. Tanner has to TP out, but the root is there. Little Pleb hoping to find this kill onto Wish. The jump away, tries to escape, and he is out of there. Sick stuff from Brame. As the trade is 2 for 1, but it's definitely the bigger 2 going down. And Fishman, he also falls. Yo, Wish is on something right now. He is absolutely killing it. Malik tries to get out. No more lasso. Do they have anything for the control? The pushback, and they're able to get him out of range. No Timber Chain away. Brame, make it work.
Wow, that seemed excessive, but well done. Very impressed they're able to grab that. No sentries available on Spartan, so we can't check for the ward that's above them. Wish.
Low pleb. Oh, he tries to go in again, but can't get him. There are 4 heroes around him, but they don't feel comfortable going for it. Yeah, it's probably the right play.
All right, so this all started because into the breach we're going for the gank squad. Thought they were going to catch like 1 hero, maybe 2, and suddenly there's 3. And then they initiate like directly up over Skylark onto someone else. So it got very messy right away. And then, of course, as you said, the sharpshooter not connecting through on that one. But that is the scary factor this whole game is this Ancient Apparition or Hoodwink are like the 2 best supports right now in terms of the single target blow up. It doesn't really matter what your defensive options are. They can often just pierce right through it all with just the overwhelming damage. And of course, the break being very good versus an anti-mage.
Oh, and I mean, this is still going to be something that's open for a while, I would imagine. You know, obviously there's certain things that you can get the Manta to try and you know, dispel stuff. Maybe if you can find a point to cut the tree, if that's sort of the opening that they go for as well, since you're going to have Battle Fairy forever, something else you can look to. But really, it just feels like the story of this game has been like Wish having a completely free one. He's 7-1-7 right now, involved in every kill but 1.
And I saw Houston, I have to translate. He was saying like, oh man, he only lived because of that Sanj. Nice. That was really good, you know? I saw the mouse movements.
Good old Steven.
These are the builds they want, these players. Like the Storm Spirit and the Ember players, they want the Sanj and Kaya. They see it, and they just want to build it every game. And then some games, they need the BKB, and they lose because they decide to go for Sanj and Kaya. But this game wishes on it. You know, 7-1-7, he's feeling it. He's like, I don't need a BKB. I'll just dodge all their stuff. This is fine.
And they got a great item to sort of supplement that as well now with the Pupil's Gift on him. So 2200 HP on Wish.
I remember when this looked like a good neutral item, like a broken one. Like, oh man, people's give us so many stats for some of these heroes, and now we just have all these other wild neutral items.
It's true. I mean, at a higher tier, though, to be fair. Flicker, if you got that at the same time as people's give.
How did Mango Tree die and we have Flicker? That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Bring back Mango Tree.
You're not wrong.
Next patch.
I'm with you.
I can feel it.
They do get a ping, anticipating that there's ward up on the high ground, but actually it's in the lane. These wards have been really sneaky right above the tier 1 tower in the top lane. As you can see, the just giving good vision and able to find those pickoffs. But mid lane is where they're going to start keeping this pressure on, and it looks like Into the Breach are going to be able to claim this tier 1 tower. The problem is the entire rest of the map right now, it just feels like it's open to Brame to do whatever they want.
Spartan did not take the bait there. They're holding out here. Oh, there's the jump forward. Looking for someone, but not going to get a catch with that Yules. Wanted a free pick onto a support there on the Void.
No. It has been looking a little bit anemic, the Void Spirit here.
Anemic? Wow. That's rough.
Dude, it's not
He
good.
needs a blood transfusion? Is that what you're saying? He needs some kills?
Exactly. Some new life.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, Lil Pleb has been scouted by that ward that you talked about before, like going into these camps, so they might want to make a play hoping that he rotates through their jungle. They are all buddy-buddied up top, though.
Right.
Smoke doesn't feel that good to me right now.
It is a little bit weird, but they did just finish the Manta. They could maybe find like a quick blow up, and actually, Lil Pleb is the one that runs right into the area where they're smoking towards.
That ward, it paid off.
Well, TP
nice.
away, and it's one of those moments.
Where here we go. Counter smoke. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna try and get in behind them. What's their vision like right now? They didn't have any wards on the right side of the map.
Well, they're gonna run right into the Lina. LSA comes out, but mega dead. Can they find Wish afterwards? Sharpshooter? What? It was just barely off the range. Oh no, it did connect. Not that much damage though. Afterwards, Spartan gonna get caught, gonna get killed. Can they find more? Wish? Not able to control him. It's just too tough to stay on top of that guy.
Did he get sharpshooter with the flame guard still on?
Yeah, I was like,
he's got the talent, dude. Yeah, that's a tickle.
So much absorption. I guess also it's only level 1 since Tanner's only gotten to level 11.
Yeah, just about there on the build up there. But Skylark lurking over, has the blink, has the bots, very speedy.
Careful, careful. Thinking about walking into this one. And Roche is so low too. But they jump forward, they find him. Wish gonna get blown up here. Oh, but they broke it down. They killed the tree. That was not the way it's meant to be.
Wait, but who? Was it Timber?
I am not sure. It was somebody though. It might have been a remnant.
Was it Bat?
Was it Bat?
I don't even know. I missed whatever it was. Was it Chakram? All right, it was
Chakram, yeah.
I just panned over as he jumped.
God, that was Roche. That was your way back into the fight. That was everything, and now they got a DD on Wish.
I mean, to be fair, they need the damage from the Timber, so it's like, you know, if you can't get it, then...
Chakram gonna go out now, trying desperately to make something happen here. They're dropping the GG branches from Tanner to try and catch with the bushwhacks, but no openings yet. Again, Roche down to 1500 HP. LSA comes out, control for the moment. Clockwork ready to go with the hook shot. Lil Pleb jumps in, good slight dodge. They're able to get it for the 4-step in. They get the Aegis onto Lil Pleb, get the Roche, and they don't die to the Mana Void. Into the breach, make it work.
I think they got scared by their own ward. So Brame have this ward up on the pillar above Roche, and they could see that the Morphling was planning the entire time. They were watching him lurking in behind, looking for that waveform through, and they tried to like kill him based off of that. So that's why the AM like jumped into the same moment, and Delina went for the LSA, but once he's in the pit, then they don't have the full vision of the connection anymore because no one stayed inside. So then he just like wipes Roche, grabs the Aegis, and they couldn't even see it while it was happening.
Right.
So like they outplayed themselves.
And it was a really good slight dodge as well by the Morph to just make sure he didn't get hit by that LSA. You know, switching into Wish really quickly. What you talked about, this, you know, ability to turn into the Ember Spirit has just been so critical for him having success. But again, focus, playing on the anti-mage, trying to get in towards the Scotty. Is this a game where he can sort of solo carry if he gets enough items?
Yeah, definitely. This is a really good feeling game. Like, BKB is crazy this game. And you're going to need Fishman's got to really step it up in the late game in terms of, like, the support that can do that kind of stuff. That's very hard on a 5 clockwork, right? Like, he's building into this this Glimmer Cape. This isn't going to be your Snake King getting all the farm and everything on the clockwork, where it looks really flashy and cool with, like, 4 staffs and Aghanims or something. But, I mean, that's your best hope at, like, the double lockdown onto him when he eventually gets the BKB after the Scotty.
Well, maybe we'll see some other like sheep sticks or something come out later on, because they are definitely going to need it. And Void Spirit, his farm, I mean, it's staying about even with the Ember, but it's still not that great. They do find a stun now, able to catch on the Skylark, pulls him back in, brings him down. Ooh, almost caught the hook shot there afterwards, but won't be able to.
They even have a ward on that high ground and can't punish too. That does not feel very good.
Yeah. We do have the Aghanims coming out now for Xantix, so he's going to at least have a bit more control that we haven't seen so far in this game from him, really.
Yeah, that pick actually really helped. He was still a little bit off of that, too, so... Nice little infusion of gold with a kill into Skylark, and remember, I mean, he only has the Manta on focus, right? Like, what else do they have to save him? Nothing, really, right? So... No. They have a 4-staff, actually. That could be huge. If Spartan can make the right plays.
Yeah, 4-staff trying to, you know, maybe even break the tree or something like that from Hoodwink. Jump in.
Oh, speaking of the 4-staff, he caught him mid 4-staff.
Dude, what a play. And Spartan gonna get chased down. He's rather quick, push back, but the pull into the sharpshooter. And that is going to be the tier 2 tower taken. So into the breach, pulling back this lead a little bit closer, because they haven't really been able to pull away on focus. I gotta say, Little Pleb's ability to maintain his farm while still staying involved in these fights has been superb.
I think part of that, too, is just they have the ability to just jump in and start a fight a lot easier. They have, like, what, 4 initiating? Well, mostly, like, 3 initiating heroes, let's be real. Like, the Clock, the Void Spirit, and the Hoodwink. But they're all very good at it. And they also can very simply follow one another because they have such a crazy reach of initiation. Like, to me, Ember Spirit loves having... like the Mirana for the arrow after. We saw, I think it was in the C qualifiers, we had like a Bloodseeker being used, so you could like slight, chain, and then utilize something like a Blood Right to even chain for like the further lockdown. In this game, the further lockdown is like big commitment, like I'm jumping and lassoing him and, you know, I might die for it.
Yeah.
It's much harder to just like poke and prod for Brame.
It has to be around that Wish play, and then, you know, maybe using Spartan for a little bit of help, but they just jump in.
Yeah, you don't want to commit versus Aegis.
Okay, Manta back. They do get the stun there, but they cut down the tree. Void Spirit under control. Void Spirit gets blown the hell up. They do find a sharpshooter afterwards. Little Pleb trying to get an opening there. Again, I mean, he has Aegis, but he's in some trouble. Little Pleb is
they're
dead.
saving the ulti. Oh, wait, no,
that's round 1. Now, Fishman does have the hook shot afterwards. Looking for an opening, jumps in, hits the stun. Great play from the anti-mage to block it with the illusions. They're right on top of him. Fishman goes down, Little Pleb trying to TP out, but they catch him with the root. Manta afterwards, in some trouble, under control, going to fall. Brame defend their tower beautifully.
The greed was there. Excellent play. All starting off from Skylark with the lasso though into the Void Spirit,
because that's the kind of kill that they need. Like the lasso has to be the full kill or they can't fight. At this moment, and speaking with Skylark, gonna get out of that one. I also think Tanner hitting that sharpshooter kind of hurt them, because then they're like, oh, the coddle's so low. The Little Pleb like dives in and starts this whole scenario off, and then of course Fishman's just forced to throw his life away on the attempted save. So.
It is a question of why are you going all in on that coddle? Like,
not hitting the tower? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Bushwhack for the moment to keep Malik alive. Tries to Timber Chain out. Will be able to, but we're starting to see the power of this anti-mage. It is a problem. It is a big problem right now for Into the Breach.
Yeah, and getting larger. Oh, they kind of want to jump here, too. I mean, he has Yules. Oh, they brought in the Lina?
Looking for it. LSA gonna connect. Glimmer Cape to keep him alive. Essence Ring walk away.
I thought he'd recall
Sharpshooter.
for a second because he like walked right up behind him. I was like, oh no, okay, cool. They're just like
Hanging out.
standing on top of each other right now. It's fine.
Well, a 17-19 game. We're waiting. Roche capable of responding in 2 minutes. I mean, it does feel like the game's been a little bit more freeform than we're used to. Not as much like sort of big commitment for objectives. It feels like it's been a lot of little skirmishes here and there.
Well, they're feeling suspicious on Into the Breach. They're scanning around their ancients, and for good reason. Stoma is lurking and hiding, waiting for the real hero to come onto the lane, but it's just illusions, so goes for the clear and the TP. Nice.
Yeah, these wards are kind of interesting. Definitely. Sort of placing down those Tinker wards to find Tanner when he's scurrying around in there. But it does look like Malik is going to be going back for that item we're talking about, trying to finish off the sheep stick. And on the other side, Ember most likely going to be going in for the BKB, would imagine. Although, still could switch things
Really
up.
likes the Ogre Axe.
Yeah.
The value of it, really.
Yeah, totally. Do they have that done now also on Anti-Mage? No, he's only got one component of the BKB.
He also just, that's it. Just Ogre Axe.
He's going Echo Saber, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like how we just hold the slippers now instead of building the Wraith Bands.
Fair.
Yeah, we just decided the BKB's also not worth it.
Oh, yeah, the rest
there
of
it
the courier.
is. Beautiful.
And he's so free in this game now with that.
And the Mindbreaker, too. Yo, let's go.
But
That's going to catch him.
the ceremonial robe with the sheep stick, that could be a game changer if they can make it all work together. As they're checking out Roche, still a couple of seconds before it's even capable of respawning.
Now they have a Mindbreaker, too.
Ooh. Hook shot in onto one. Coddle in trouble, Spartan dead. But on the other side, they find Tanner. Hoodwink is also going to fall.
That still goes off after? All right, cool.
Yeah. No, even in death, Fishman, Glimmer Cape tries to walk away. Not going to happen. So they end up losing another support there as the rest of Into the Breach will back out.
Oh, this rogue spawn is so fast, though. Should they... Oh, I mean, there's no way you go check right now.
Yeah. Well, maybe, actually. Once you take the tier 2 tower, we'll see what they do. Does Skylark know? Is he prepping? Man, this would be so huge if they just, like, recognize that that's open. Because, like, you're not going to buy back Clockwork.
Yeah, I mean, they have the gem, too, so it's so good. And he pinged it.
Man. And Focus, I think they don't want to reveal that it was a quick respawn. So they're pretending like they're just pushing out the waves, maybe? No, they're not.
Well,
even
they want to
for
prep
it.
for the Roche. They just want to, like, throw it down, right? Like, they just want to, like, push this bottom lane so that someone has pressure on the bottom, so that gives them the Roche.
Okay.
Pleb made the right call by coming down here, though. They basically called out the play they were attempting to make, so now just nobody's at the Roche pit.
Well, that is going to be open, and obviously with Clockwork, can start flaring it in a little bit here from Fishman. They'll likely be able to anticipate that it's going on if they try and sneak it on Brame. But I guess you don't really like with this type of a lead. Or do you think they're just comfortable farming the map on Brame? Like, do you think that
as
they
long
need
as
to
they
force
have
the rush?
the vision, it's a little bit nicer. For now, I wouldn't be that comfortable. I'd love to have like some more vision in the middle of the map because they don't see anything. They have that Tinker ward, and that's it. So they don't have a good read on when the Radiant are roaching or when Into the Breach are bottom. I mean, right now they see their wave pushing at bottom. That's the most information they have. That no one's probably down here, right? So,
Right.
to them, a smoke is coming like any second right now, directly at them.
And that is what's happening. So, Lil Pleb, he is so close to his BKB right now. 200 gold. Fishman there to break this smoke if it does come in this direction. And it looks like, oh, Lil Pleb has to be careful. Jump forward finds him. But able to get a little bit of separation there. The break is out. Get the hook shot afterwards. But Fishman will fall. And the rest of Into the Breach will back away. Now, do they decide to buy back and contest for this Roche? Are they even going to try and come and spot it?
And they scan it. And they don't have
Yeah.
any wards at all.
I feel like giving up the second Roche is huge.
Skylark's even in the pit too. I didn't know if they would go right for the Roach or if they wanted to play the high ground and wait for them to like smoke into them, right? That's typically the other play. But they're gonna get this with plenty of time. There's no buyback, so easy shard. Focus already has his shard.
Okay.
So we can pass this to the Ember, perhaps here. Oh, Lena.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's kind of cool. All right, let's go. She has eggs. She has Brown Boots eggs with Aether Lens. And going for Refresher next. Dude, he wants to throw some hate out there on the little pleb.
250 cast range I really like just because of the Ember. Again, it's like this additional follow-up, right?
Yeah.
You can help with the slight chains. I mean, kind of guarantees that you can also follow up onto the lasso. Only they just need vacuum, you know?
Oh, yeah. Now you're talking.
This is what makes Darkseer Lena a totally viable lane.
Get an LSA
This
afterwards? Why not?
eventuality, yeah. Vacuum into LSA Laguna.
Perfect. Well, the pressure is coming. Focus hit level 25 now. Takes the Mana Void cooldown. Ready to go onto a lot of these different targets. Now, they did finish that Sheep Stick that we were talking about on Malik, but hasn't been able to find an opening to use it yet, as they're just trying to dodge away from these fights and hold their high ground.
They've been very defensive over the past 10 minutes. I mean, ever since the Aegis, really, right? Like, where they dove past that tier 2. Life was looking kind of good. They'd figured things out, and Brame did a great job of also holding back. That was the time to hold back. Like, game 1, it kind of hurt them a couple times, where I think they might have played a little bit too defensive, even if they were behind, but they really had the right read on the potential for Into the Breach to dive a little bit too deep, which I believe T pointed out has been their fault at times.
Right.
I mean, that's every Dota team, let's be real.
I mean, it's true, but I think there's something special about this team in that way. But I guess that's also, you know, part of the strength of it as well. You sort of live and die by the aggression. As, again, taking over the entire map, not trying to overextend. Skylark is going to TP up to the top side now. How much longer we have left on this? So 3 minutes left on the Aegis. See if they try and get something out of it as they look to pressure top lane with these catapults. That's a good catch. On to Fishman right at the start. Does have buyback. Xantic tries to cut through the waves. Jump forward from Focus. Timber chain through. They find that Hex. Can they bring him down one time? Doesn't look like it. They just turn and hit these buildings. So Brame entirely comfortable with this one. They get the BKB done on Void Spirit. Looking for the chase in. Tries to find Skylark. BKB out. Chasing forward for more. Malik almost gets him down. Good hook shot in. Able to get the double pushback there. Very nicely played. The Mana Void will be enough to take down the Timber. And no buyback on him. And Focus, he's so low. But they can't quite bring him down in time. There's going to be the Remnant kill. But Wish, he's godlike at this point. Still has the cheese in his inventory. And can force the rest of them away. Gets the dieback there onto Fishman. And with that, it looks like Brame, feeling comfortable, just going to back out and reset.
They had a plan for that team fight. They tried to jump past Focus and just ignore him. That was their goal to win that fight. And now he still has BKB.
Doesn't
even use it. Oh, that was stone cold. I like
what
that.
A guy. That's wild.
Yeah, they ignored Focus, but he just like targeted right onto the Timber, didn't let him play. He went for the one Timber chain. He just hit him with that ulti with the low CD and just brought him down. And then not having the buyback is really ruining there, of course, since he did go for that scythe.
All right, Wish gets Ags. Delivered over to him. 3 charges right now. Dick jumps in. Lil Pleb switching forward, tries to find Skylark. There's going to be the sharpshooter. Nobody caught him. Blows him up. Just takes him down, gives him the tip, looks for more afterwards. Oh, the Morphling, he has buyback, but you can't afford to spend it right now. Is going to use it. They have to find something with this buyback. But the rest of Brame are just backing away. Really, really well played by Brame to recognize that just moment of weakness and strike.
Yeah, and don't let them get anything off this buyback. Just, you know, sure, they save the racks, take that as the win, go back from the next round of the neutrals. Spend all your gold, too, because they are looking rather wealthy right now.
True enough.
And they're going to go for the smoke-up play here. The lanes are in a good enough state that they say, let's try something here. But unfortunately for them, it's only Spartan putting the pressure with the double catapults on bottom, too. So even if they catch him, it's kind of whatever.
Right,
yeah.
and... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, Spartan. Give us a laugh. Give us a laugh voice line. I want to see it. He is going to go down there. Okay, nothing coming. I could have sworn that I was calling it right there.
You almost had it.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
Still,
tower
25,000 gold lead, and Brame, again, fighting for their lives here. This is elimination from potential going to TI, and they are playing it very, very well on Brame. Very clean. All business right now.
Just gotta cross the T's, dot some I's. Finish out their game here, nice and calm. Another last one, this poor Clockwork.
Good jump. Able to catch him. They recognize what you're talking about. Wait, but they kill the anti-mage.
Yep.
Dead 100 seconds without buyback? Oh, looking for more. Skylark trying to escape. Tanner, Lil Pleb, they're chasing. They don't find that catch. Anti-mage going down, and good play here by Wish to go in and cut the wave, but is he getting a little bit too bold? He's just remnant around. One more left, but he kills off the wave, so there won't be any potential for a push.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Man, if they noticed, they probably could have taken it. The backdoor was broken for a minute there, but I mean, perhaps a little bit too risky at this moment. So excellent catch, though. So yeah, he just straight up got scythed, I believe, right? And that was the end of it there for him. Just he got silenced too. So the Mindbreaker into the Bushwhack into the site. They hit it all, and well, we won't comment on that.
Yeah, that's a good old double Laguna Blade right in the face. But they do find Wish hook shot during the BKB, and that's just going to be the TP out afterwards. But you can see, like, if they can get this control into the breach, still do a ridiculous amount of damage, and feeling themselves at the moment here. Also, they get the broken item. Flicker is there.
Nice. Okay.
Huh. I mean, Anti-Mage also has it, though. And at this 40-minute mark, it's just feeling so ridiculously hard for Into the Breach to play this. But they haven't lost any racks yet, actually.
There's been a lot of discussion about Refresher Orb lately. It's
Yeah.
It feels like it's probably one of the least explored items in Dota, considering how long it's been around. I mean, part of that is that it's been improved over time in terms of like what it can give and some of like the costs and everything. Plus, everyone has way more mana now too, because there were some heroes that could like literally never use it, and now it's becoming feasible. So you see it on this lane, and you're just like, this is kind of dumb. When you think you start playing Dota, you'd be like, well, this seems optimal. Why wouldn't I just want all my spells twice with all these bonuses?
And, if you alt-click the amp damage, it's 999 two times.
Nice.
That's pretty cool right there. So, I mean, that's a lot of heroes just dead. Tanner tries to back away. We'll be able to get out for the moment. And yeah, I mean, you take a look at this, and it's like, Timber saw almost all of his HP. Hoodwink just explodes. Xantic's pretty close to it as well. I mean, it's really tough.
He's also just holding his BKB still. I mean, that thing's still 9 seconds, right?
That's true.
There you go. Void Spear's making plays.
Are you gonna maybe see any other sheep sticks or control that could come out? I wouldn't mind it on like Void Spirit or something too, to be honest. But it still feels like that's pretty far away.
Yeah, we're in buyback territory. I would just farm for buyback. Make sure you have it if you're on the Radiant right now. I mean, maybe if you're on both teams.
Alec dies, does have buyback, but they caught him again. Focus! Oh, he gets the cheese off. Still taking a lot of damage though. They have the control onto Little Pleb. Switching now into the Anti-Mage, backs away. They brought him down so low right there though, and now they get the Hex. Control onto Lina, has double ulti again in 6 seconds. If they overextend, this could be quite
Spider
bad.
legs.
Yeah, just run away from him. Why not?
Dodges the trap of the spirit. That's something else right there. What an item.
Man.
Unbound. Lina has no cares for terrain. Finally, she's floating just like she's supposed to be.
It was weird. Like, Alec had Ghost Scepter at that point. He had a couple other things they maybe could have gotten away with, but just kind of tanked through it. Maybe was hoping to go for like the death into buyback fight play, but they weren't able to keep him on top.
I feel like Focus must be getting a little worried. I wonder if he will pick up the #1 carry item of Aeon Disc at any point.
Ooh.
It really feels like they have like one lockdown chance,
Right.
Maybe next item. We'll see.
Jump in, silence is there. Force staff, keeping him alive. Focus, jumps in, hook shot, push back, Hex afterwards, lots of damage, silence out, isn't it
he's
enough?
dead!
Yes, they get him. Does have buyback, 100 seconds. They take down the Lina afterwards. Now Wish trying to get away, has a hell of a lot of remnants. He should be absolutely fine and actually force out the BKB afterwards. So they have a creep wave this time. I mean, look, these fights aren't pretty, but Into the Breach are winning them.
They're just putting every single stun on Anti-Mage. That's what it is. He's getting hookshot into Hex, into Bushwhacked.
But why is he going in? That's what I don't understand. Like, Ember has freaking 5 remnants and a BKB. I don't know. It's wild to me. DD now.
At a point, he's the one who has to just like stand there and right-click though. No one else just stands there.
Buyback. All right, around this Roche, you have to get this Roche if you're Brame. Like, you need to get it on your anti-mage.
Yeah, you really do. This is how you get back to the game
in.
when you're down 20k, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God! There's
If this
a chance
anti-mage
here.
gets comboed down.
Oh, they know exactly where they are. The long wrap, but the Roche is starting to go down low. They need to get some vision in there. Do they have it? Thinking about
might just
going.
take the fight
The
after.
buyback. He gets bashed by Roche. The jump forward.
Underless.
Tries to find him. Can they do it? They get the hook shot. It's not going to be enough, though. They get the Aegis on focus. Trying to turn now. Lil Pleb losing a lot of mana. The right click's coming through. Waveform away. They get the mana void, but it's not enough. They will take down Little Pleb, and with no buyback, that might finally be enough. Xantic gets the lift up. They try and back away. A great bushwhack, but it's not quite going to be there. Wait, the turn? Anti-mage? Focus, dropping down low. Can they at least burn through this Aegis? Tries to get him, jump in, gets the kill. And Xantic able to do it, and actually they have buyback on more than 20 seconds.
All right, that was kind of cool. The fake out on the dissimulate to go right back to the middle and kill the Aegis.
Yeah.
That actually could be a game-winning play here. I really, man, that's good game sense to go for that. Because I mean, you're probably dead anyway, right? But to, like, stick around and ensure you kill the Aegis like that.
Yeah.
And there's no creep wave quite yet. It is coming in though.
And again, the Brame aggressive plays. So often it's been punished. And the desire to stick around and take that fight afterwards. I mean, I don't know. You have this Lina dead for a little while. Anti-Mage doesn't have buyback for 6 minutes. There's a window here where they can make it work, and they held on to their Morphling buyback.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Still no racks taken.
Octarine Core. Oh, man. It feels like, I mean, they basically have to get a lasso into the Void Spirit now, right? And then the game just ends. At least that's kind of how it feels. If they can catch him, Timber also, they know is on a timer, also doesn't have the gold, but one of those two cores. I think Void Spirit's the number one, though, to me.
Right.
If they can grab that, they're just in good shape.
Well, and this gem definitely makes a difference, right? Like, they if they can blow up the Bat Rider at the same time, like, then suddenly this Glimmer Cape starts working to save somebody as well. So there's a lot of things that could potentially go wrong here for Brame if they're not careful in how they take the fight. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Still have Cheese on focus, doesn't have it as inventory right now. But they're pressuring out all these lanes, and high ground is being held.
And with the flicker,
breach.
too, that's always something to keep an eye on.
Right.
On these attempts, because like they're going to be 100 to 0 just on this Anti-Mage, right? It's like the only hero they care about right now. It's all they want. And we have the Aeon Disc on the Timber, so it should be easy for him to get the initial Scythe.
Radiant's bottom
It's Fishman who needs to find the angle. He's got the hardest job.
Definitely, and does have a 4-step, but you kind of want to save that for yourself as well.
Do they have a smoke? Or are they out of smokes on the Radiant? Tanner drew a circle around that ward. I think he wanted to try and go for a like sit on that high ground kind of play.
Ooh.
Radiant's bottom
But
tower
they don't have a
is
smoke
under
right
attack.
now, so
Yeah, and creeps are hitting the bottom tower. They have to know that this is going on right now. But they get the lasso onto Tanner Illusion. Okay. That's helpful. The illusion escape. Can they make something happen with lasso down? It's such a low cooldown with Octarine.
yeah, that's crazy. Between the talent and the Octarine Core, I didn't even know you could get it that crazy low. That was insane.
Well, finally, into the breach, having a little bit of presence out here on the map. I mean, it's 29,000 gold lead. It feels like they should be just completely out of this one, but they're finding ways to pick off the main hero that kind of matters, which is focus. I mean, granted, Ember is a huge problem, but he doesn't have that same type of, like, just ending the game quality that the Anti-Mage does. And
The reason is because they never took a Rex, so there's no passive pressure onto the lanes. They always have to actually actively go out and do something.
Right.
And they have to spread out a little bit. Oh, this is dangerous for Skylar.
Tanner.
Doesn't pop his BKB. Man.
What a crazy person. Fishman, they go in. They try and find one, seeing if they can get the kill on Tanner. 4 snaps away, but the Mana Void is there. Fishman also about to drop, and into the breach, they got to run. Can they escape, though? Waveform tries to get out. Alec backing away. Pleb pops that Manta. The chase is continuing here, but it looks like Into the Breach will be able to escape. So dead on the supports for 90 seconds. Out buyback. And finally, Brame looking to take down these racks here. They know that these buybacks are on cooldown, and Focus just going to try and slowly but steadily take down the racks.
Yes, just get the building so you actually have that pressure being applied in, so then you can play a lot tighter outside the base and try and break up into the breach and stop letting them get this full-on chain stun combo under your anti-mage.
Right. So they'll take down the mid racks now, and looking forward for more. They get the lasso pullback. Focus takes him down. Laguna Blade out. Done. Has buyback on that Morphling. Tries to back away. Misses on that chain. Focus keeping that pressure on. Silence comes out now. Wish BKB. Tries to run away. They have Little Pleb back into the fight, and they actually are going to use that glyph to keep them off of the tier 3 tower. 30 seconds until Hoodwink's back up again.
Lasso's still not there, so right now Skylar's just scouting in the trees. Doesn't really have the big threat, but it looks like Into the Breach is just looking for one last fight. They know they can't get the anti-mage without the supports. They need the chain stun of the damage from the Hoodwink.
True enough. It's too difficult otherwise. So yeah, they're going to give up both of the lanes of racks there, and a 41,000 gold lead now. But Into the Breach not willing to give up yet. They still believe that they have a chance to win this one, and well, they find a sheep there onto the Coddle, and Spartan just left alone. The rest of his team was like, yeah, you know what, you're going to stay there, you're going to die. So they managed to bring down that Coddle.
That is something, but the timing's a little bit too slow. Only a minute until the anti-mage would have his buyback, so even if they got him right now, game would probably still be safe. They're going to find themselves in a new condition. All right, they're just going. They're just like, guys, like... we gotta make a move right now. Our waves are out of the base. Wish only has a BKB still.
Well, Hex is there. Got him caught. Chase
the
down,
angle!
looking for the kill. They got him.
Man,
what a baller! And now, Focus trying to stay on top of Fishman here. This is a little bit awkward though. And the jump back and away. Double Laguna Blade comes through again. Buyback is out from the Ember Spirit. They're taking down Xantic. He's in some trouble. Tries to jump away. The BKB still keeping him alive for the moment. The jump forward, tries to kill off Tanner. They will be able to take down that Void Spirit and the Hoodwink. One by one, you're seeing them fall as Little Pleb gonna try and back out of there. They got the chains, Manta off, jumps away. And again, they're holding, but these buybacks, I mean, what, you're 40 seconds away on Hoodwink, does have the gold for it if they can last that long. It's so difficult, though.
If Brame have got the lead, I mean, this game should be done right now between the buyback timers if they've been paying attention.
Chase down, they got the Hex, trying to kill him off. LSA, not going to be enough. Little Pleb backs away. They're going to take down that Timber again. The buyback comes immediately. Tier 4 towers, as well as those racks, the only thing that's left standing as they try and whittle them down one by one. 15 seconds until they have a Hoodwink back in the game. Into the breach, trying to stop this from happening, but there is just so little that they can do as they're going to pull in the Timber Saw, find him yet again, another round of kills, and it looks like with that, they're going to be able to take down the tier 4 towers and call the GG. Impressive comeback here from Brame after that game number 1 defeat. They're able to stick with it and force it to a game number 3.
Yeah, there were definitely some scary moments here where Into the Breach might have found themselves a little bit of a comeback just in this very game, but Brame definitely steeled the nerves there. Looks for their appropriate plays, and honestly, they really just punished that tier 2 dive. Like when they had that Aegis, it kind of felt like Into the Breach were going to be able to take over this map and take this one in the end, but the Anti-Mage did win out. He hit his initial times extremely well, which really, no matter what happens once you get into like the mid game and everything, as long as your Anti-Mage has that decent start, you can still play an Anti-Mage game. So a lot of credit to Brame for opening that opportunity here for Focus, and who really should just change his whole tag to the Greek Freak because that's way too good. My hoof stomp, my war stomp, and I'm going to get my Doom off, and we're going to win this game. So that's the play here. And then, of course, it's the battle of Hoodwink versus Lena, right? Stoma's been playing Lena this whole time. Tan has been playing Hoodwink.
For battle.
Who's going to get game 3? Will he get the Ironwood branch once again? Or the Ironwood tree, rather?
It should just be like called the Mega Branch or something, you know? That would be pretty cool. Or like, wasn't there a sort of a pack for a little while, like a thing that made all the things mushrooms? What if we brought that back? We just like called it the fungus, Ironwood fungus. You plant it down and then a mushroom comes up.
Okay.
Should I just stop suggesting
I don't
ideas
know
now?
what custom game you were playing, but I don't remember planting mushrooms. There was a mango tree.
Yeah, that's the one. Surely, that's probably it. It was like a map pack or something that came out. Oh my god, look at this. You ready for the 8-man LSA? Oh, nope, he's just gonna die. All right, well, that happens. So he's gonna fall there. His first blood. All right, Xantic, he's ready to go. Ember off
That
to a
damn
good start.
tree, dude. The freehand bushwhack for the first blood. Standing up on the top of the hill, all cutesy. One side has a tree, the other one didn't.
Yeah.
I need to stand on the other side there.
It is kind of annoying. Yeah, so a heads up play there, and you know that's a Hoodwink player. I'm sure that's happened more than a few times in a couple pubs, as they will drop the flag, high five, also put down a ward, and it looks like it's going to be a trade-off of 2 bounty runes apiece. And no, they get 3.
They were watching those inventories too, though, so they saw exactly where the ward was placed. So this one's getting D ward. It's Stoma's on. Let's see how close he is.
Yeah,
Easy.
Yeah, well played. So they do manage to get 3 bounty runes into the breach, and also first blood on Xantic. So he almost has bottle at no minutes, at 0 minutes. Like, look at this guy. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's always going to be good. I mean, you're contesting versus the Bat Rider, so he likes to spam and just play you out. I would like to see the small camp blocks in this matchup, I think. Like, that's going to be a big nuisance for both of them. I see Malik goes up for the Devour onto the melee creep. Gonna let the range creep push in a little bit here. Very nice.
Okay. And Tanner also able to get a little bit of separation. You could see there as there was a creep that was stuck onto the Abba, and Spartan's still actually pulling that one around the ring around the trees this whole time. So it's kind of hard for him to trade effectively, but has the Aphotic Shield. Is going to start laying a little bit into Malik there, who already does have the Ring of Protection. So 6 armor on this guy right now. Not too bad.
Yeah, that is a... I mean, that's a big change with Doom, right? So we used to... I mean, old Doom you used to punish with, like, mana drain. That was the play. And then we got rid of that a little bit. You know, his mana got a little bit better. And then he had no armor. Now suddenly he just has 4 armor, we've decided. But, of course, he lost his Scorched Earth regen. So he's just a bit of a bully now. You just try and fight your way through the lane, try and get a good creep too. Ooh, nice bushwhack too.
Yeah, good play.
I love the double bushwhacks early for just like the harass, like you're playing like a position 4 Crystal Maiden or something, where you're just like trying to hit both heroes. You're just getting value points off it, trying to burn through their regen.
Totally. Yeah, it's a nice chunk of damage there, 75, and then on top of that you get the 1.5 second stun, so it can be pretty effective. But likewise, this is one of the better hero combinations of being able to deal with that harassment. You've got a Morph lane who can just morph on down, and then also the Abba that will keep him survivable. So as long as you don't get bursted, you know, when Spartan's off pulling or something like that, Focus should have a good lane here, I would imagine. Unless there's some other type of stuff as the levels go up later.
Meanwhile, little pleb is back to familiar territory of being bullied to all hell by Soma and Skylar. And at least he's getting some CS this time, and he's got his Lucent Beam to help him out. But I really hope that he plans to head to the jungle. As, oh, they actually get the... Oh, he just ran into the tree. Oh, I see. He was chasing for the kill.
Got it.
Had to go for the tower dive with the shield break. Noble effort.
Well, Snowmo has played Lena 3 games in a row now, and it's been Axe and Bat Rider as the 2 components that they've been playing against for Little Pleb. So, if nothing else, at least he's getting the practice against this combination, and it is gotta be frustrating. This hero, I do feel like there's some value in just like thinking about banning it out, but they feel like they can play against it, and they have been able to catch back up on their cores each time. So it's not like the end of the world, but it's definitely been frustrating, I can imagine.
And it's always just that, oh, nice deny from Wish. I think. Oh no, actually.
Oh, he got it. Yeah.
I think he just activated the past one.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. Looks like the attack got in there in time, so that sends Wish back to the small camp. At least that's still not blocked off, so he's got that going for him as little pleb. Again, it's run all the way back, but yeah, please put points in your glaives on the earlier end. Save a couple points. These Lunas that end up at the 2-0-2 and then they are stuck TPing back to the lane, they very much depress me.
Well, he does have 2 right now into the Lucent Beam to try and help secure his laning stage a little bit here. And we'll see if it ends up working out. Maybe they do something when Doom gets enough levels where Tanner comes down and they're going to be able to like get some counter pressure on or something like that. We'll have to see.
Sick. Oh, the 2-hero LSA into the range creep deny. That's
right.
like the support. Like, all right, I'm winning this game. Like, I'm on. I'm so good.
Oh no, not into the immediate feed because that's the real pub experience. And it might just happen. No, can't catch him in the cogs there. That would have been huge.
Dire's courier has been killed.
So they will be able to get out of there, but instead it's up top the Doom. Ends up going down. Focus able to find the kill. So they lost Spartan earlier, but now taking down that offlaner has been super clutch. You know what's interesting though is like the fact that Ember's been able to make such a good time for himself in this mid lane. I think getting that, you know, the 3 bounty runes, getting into this early bottle, it's been such a huge win for him as they take down so many, goes down bottom. Fishman and Little Pleb make it work.
Yeah, people are just dying.
I mean, I guess that's the problem, right? Is we're going to see Spartan get chased down now as well, try and find the finish. The thing that I'm talking about that's so interesting about mid is that nothing's happening, right?
Yeah.
And that's like what's usually not going to happen as Skylark tries to chase down Pleb
1 second?
and immediately takes it off. Wow. Okay. If you
was
time that
so
just a little
unlucky.
differently on Skylark, things look better.
Bold Luna plays here. And
Yeah.
Soma's just waiting for him. He's got the ward in behind. He's like, please, I beg you, leave your tower.
Yeah.
All
But
right, 250 health. It's going to be a tough one.
It's important, though, as...
Skylark's
Ooh.
baiting.
A chance. LSA comes out. Little Pleb in some trouble. Fairy Fire has one. Charges afterwards. Tries to get away. The slow, steady burn down.
Oh, did he
Needs to
come
get the
too
creep.
early?
He's got to kill the creep. He's got to kill the creep. Kills the creep. Gets away. Oh, but LSA barely dodged. Oh, he gets hit by the Dragon Slave. Hide, Little Pleb, hide. And Santa comes in to try and play a little bit of cleanup. And Little Pleb comes in for the kill at the end.
Oh, he held it. He waited for that
Dude,
kill
what a
steal.
god. What a god. That was amazing.
Oh,
Damn.
The preemptive voice line is what ended it for them. Skylark, he blew it a little too early there, unfortunately. So
Blood is burned.
very well done. Now, Little Pleb, I implore you, please don't go 2-0-3. That's all I'm saying. This is fine. 2-0-2 is fine.
Yeah.
The 2-0-3 is what really gets me. Let's just make our way through the glaives. You can just hold the points. That's fine.
True enough.
But someone on your team needs to hit neutrals.
And right now, at least with the way that the game's going, it feels like Xanthi can actually be sort of involved in some of these kills, as Malik will take a little bit of a beating there. We did see Wish pop Firefly and try and go a little bit onto the Ember, but he had a haste rune, so able to bait that out as the wrap is coming. Only level 4 right now on this Doom, but the rotation, Fishman, ooh, good LSA again, able to interrupt. The root there only connects on to one hero, but Spartan will be the one that goes down. Oh, and the great pushback afterwards. The pushback kill with the remnant. Yo, Fishman and Tanner, y'all got some cool stuff going on there. That was sick.
And these rotations are just being so assisted for this Ember. Like, he's just showing up for the easiest mop and bucket kills ever.
Yeah.
Orb of Corrosion for the active gameplay too, and 2-1-2, yes. Good Little Pleb, good.
The thing about this that's sort of wild, right, is that, like, you look at the CS across all of the board, and they're absolutely dominating on Brame, right? Like, it feels like they're the ones that are sort of trying to take that slight lead that they have and push it that extra bit, and the overextension is causing them to now come out behind a little bit out of the lanes, at least behind where they could have been.
And Skylark can win this game to me with his hero and this build. Vanguard is definitely what I want to see, and I just want to see him playing on across the river. Like, he should be running into these areas and trying to like pressure into the neutrals, help take down this tower, and then just make it so that Luna doesn't get to play here. Because right now she's level 6. She does not do Ancients well, right? They're getting the stack set up, but Spartan, brought down.
Yeah.
Tip from the Doom.
Yeah, man.
It's like, this lane was not fun.
That's everything that they're hoping to do there. It is going to be interesting to watch, right? Like, if and you can see already, look at the pressure that they're putting on with this warding. Like you're talking about, you can imagine that Axe might come over eventually and try and sneak those ones away. But of course, in the Breach are going to be looking to make the same type of thing happen of contesting that.
Yes, he's Sherlock Holmesing right now. He's doing some deduction. He's running into camps. So this one's empty, that one's empty. And then the Luna shows on the tower bottom. So now he's saying, I'm going to go back, stack my Ancients, farm that up, and then I'm going right back into the Radiant side and start running after that Luna again.
Fair enough.
That's how you play Axe, guys. Just literally do this, and you will win games. This is how the best... Doesn't matter if you're 1 or 3 Axe. I Vanguard, stack Ancients, farm Ancients, run onto the enemy side of the map. As they wave goodbye to Spartan with the high-fiving kill.
0-3 so far for that ABBA, and again, they get the stacks up on the Ancients. It's a Fairy Trinket last, so no special mask coming out, the Possessed Mask for the Luna, unfortunately. But already getting into the Mask of Madness nonetheless.
Now, as you pointed out, they have the vision on those Ancients, so now I'm kind of curious what sort of a play Brame want to make. They have bots on Wish, too. Like, they could definitely go for a smoke. There must be a smoke coming out soon. So that'll be the next little play, I'm sure, for the side of Brame.
Right. I mean, I guess that you could also wait until she actually goes to try and farm them or something, or do you think it's better to sneak them as opposed to trying to contest them?
Oh my god, they're stacking it again?
Yeah, they're going to.
Jeez. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Another stack? I actually don't know if you could take these as Axe on the enemy side of the map. That gets a little bit risky.
Right.
Although with Vanguard, you barely take like any damage. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. We'll keep our eyes on it. Hook shot in. Ooh. Able to connect there with a creep and also get the pushback onto Spartan, who is still level 4. It feels real bad for this ABBA. Down bottom, though, they're going on a little pleb. Tries to make something work, but it's not going to happen. As they do pick up that kill, Wish taking down the Luna. Much needed.
And Axe and Batrider. This is a scary game when they get off to a good start, because like the Boots of Traveler are there. They just got that lasso kill. The Axe is going to have Blink soon. Where's Little Pleb going to go?
Yeah, I'm not sure. To the triangle, I guess. I don't know. That seems where they usually go, right?
Yeah, but like, is that safe though? Like with their allies, and then with the farm that is currently on this Bat and Axe, that sounds pretty terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, no matter what, it's going to be a scary series of events, and the biggest thing is going to need to be them de-warding this area, but you're probably not going to know about those wards until it might be too late. Although, the later that they delay this, the better it's going to work for them, right?
Mm-hmm. I think part of it
will run out.
It could be a mistake to go in and try and contest those Ancients because you're versus an Ember and a Clockwork. And with the towers still up, like, you think about the angles that those heroes can initiate on from the towers, and it's really hard to get in and get out without feeding, like, 3 deaths. So it might just be an inevitability because of the range of initiation of their heroes that you have to give up these Ancients.
Well, yeah, and well, they're smoking in. They want to at least contest. Mask of Madness
done. They don't have
done.
lasso though. Like they can steal some XP, but
yeah, this is really scary. Ember's back again with like a full bottle. He's ready to go. Spartan Wish they have lasso in 30. I mean,
don't waste your time.
They just have to watch him take it. Yeah.
The best thing you can do is probably they probably could have used this time to maybe pressure bottom a bit more.
Right. It looks like they want to get a little bit of pressure onto mid here, dude.
I like shielded.
This guy is wild. I mean, he didn't get hit by the hook shot there. Fishmen will back away. They're just creating a little bit of separation now for Luna to finish these off. Now Axe does have the blink dagger.
Like,
they keep doing it against them. They found the lasso. Where's the rest of the team? Little pleb ends up dropping down now, and then they take down the kill onto the Clockwork. How do you just walk in and get that?
Invis rune, baby!
Oh my goodness. And now Skylark is going to come and take this whole stack of Ancients. They're buying back on clock. They can't let him get this. Looking forward, Bushwhack pulls him back. This could be good. Can they find enough here? Skylark gets the taunt now. The Doom is out onto the Morph, but he got the Strength Form off afterwards. Fishman being a blockage in front of the rest of them as Skylark will fall. Still muted for the moment. Now the Root gonna TP away actually with the Doom finding the kill. A double for Xantic. They're making it work. Remnants forward, tries to find a kill here on Stillman, dropping low and going to fall. Just like that, they overextend and focus now in a world of hurt as the right clicks come through, a triple kill for the Ember, and it's a full wipe.
All right, I'm just saying I called it.
You did.
The angles. There's too many angles with all 4 towers up and Clockwork and Ember. Like, it's that simple. This is a fortress for a reason, and that just shows that even though they had the perfect start with a free lasso, like the free space in a bingo square of killing Luna, and they still lose that fight. They got overconfident because of their good warding.
It's true. Baited into it, and again, it's like it's this situation where it's a couple of different factors, right? Like obviously you had the buybacks, but it's also the low respawn times. You know, Luna was able to get back into that fight afterwards. The abilities coming back off cooldown. It was just the perfect storm of bad things going on for Brame. 14-4. It's still less than 1,000 gold lead, but I mean, you got to feel better about this for Little Pleb now. He's able to clear through those ancients. Things looking good now.
I mean, before the map was very scary outside of the triangle, and it was like, oh, they have like blinks and like boots of travel and stuff, and I don't want to be out there, so I have to be in my triangle. And they didn't use that time to pressure the towers that she didn't want to be at. Instead, they went aggro. If you win all that, that could be game winning, but it's also very risky, as shown here.
Oh no! And they find him up top, takes him down. Wish ends up falling into the breach, just absolutely demolishing. They keep on finding these pickoffs now.
That was pretty cool, actually. Like, being able to use the hoodwink like that, where you just do so much damage, it's like just a little bit left, and then the Luna's just following up, waiting for that perfect moment. Yeah. Pleb gets the free acceleration on the gold.
Top 3 cores being held right now by Into the Breach, and you still have a little bit of a separation between the Lina and the Hoodwink, but it feels like the Hoodwink is just able to do so much more in this game right now. Tanner's killing it.
I mean, it's basically just like, I guess, easier Lina in a sense, right? Like, until you have like a Yule setup, it's pretty hard to hit LSA stuff. You can only follow up. At this point, when people have lower mobility, I would say it's easier for the Hoodwink to get the first jump, but then you also still have the same follow-up potential.
Right.
And now you have the talent at 10 too, so it's a 10-second bushwhack.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, just like 25% uptime. No big deal.
Hell? Well, spotting a lot of heroes underneath the ward. This gives full vision right now, but they did smoke under a ward of Brame. So Brame anticipating this move, but it's more dangerous being underneath that ward. And they did just use Call as well. Looks for it. Can't quite connect with that bushwhack. Wish trying to run away. Skylark also feeling comfortable there. I mean, Malik does have Blink Doom, but it looks like they're going to try and go bottom for Focus instead. They take down that mid tower, and there is an opening here, but you can tell Focus understands there's something weird going on, and he's going to back out.
The script has been flipped around here. Skylark's not like jumping in. He's not finding these fights to defend his towers. It feels like his team isn't really confident until they have the BKB onto Wish. Doesn't want his game to get stalled out anymore by some deaths. The warding is absolutely fantastic from the Radiant right now. We've won up on the pillar, and then we won really deep in behind. And Tanner, using his excellent triangulation skills here from those 2 wards, knows where Brame is. So they might even go for a play here.
Xantic just runs in, like, breaks the smoke, then gets on out, or rather comes in and contests, then gets out afterwards freely. Yeah, things by and large looking really good for Into the Breach now. I guess that, like, if you're Brame, do you just need to try and, like, go for another smoke play at some point? Like, or do you have to wait for your next timing? Like Blade Mail or something on Axe, or maybe it's the Manta done for Focus?
Split push BKB on Wish. I mean, the BKB is still really good this game. I think if you get doomed, it's probably post Lasso. And then, of course, if the Clockwork has a counter issue on your Lasso, you do have like a decent amount of follow-up, especially because the way that Stoma's been playing on this Lina. Right. So, probably the BKB is their best chance. And then Focus is just going to be farming away to E-Blade until then, but yeah, it is not easy to go for these big jump plays. I mean, what kind of vision do they have to work off? They have the ward that's like sort of scouting these movements from Tanner into the mid, and that's kind of it. Like this one that's deep in the Radiant, and then just some Roche coverage.
In it, bro.
Right.
In it, bruv, indeed.
That's something else.
They're going for a little pick off down bottom. That's a noble attempt. They played the ward down, hoping that maybe Malik was going to come back, but Now they know that he's just in here jungling.
Right. And of course, Doom Midas. We've seen this. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen as much Doom. There's a game earlier today where it was like Grimstroke that got picked early on, and I thought that they were going to go back for the Doom. I feel like that was something that we're seeing a lot in a couple other regions, and people just not valuing it that much. As Spartan, all right, hello
Fishman's
everybody.
like, oh, interesting. Okay.
Let me get away from you guys. But
out
yeah,
here.
like going into
call?
the BKB
Up
chance.
top. Oh, they couldn't get him. He's out of there.
Heads up play,
Yeah.
backs out.
Dire
But yeah, like into the BKB, and if he wants to later on, a refresher for Doom, or a lot of different possibilities here for him.
Yeah, I feel kind of similar with Razor too. It seems like it's a hero that, like, if these quals were in like 3 weeks or something instead, that maybe they would have risen a little bit more with some of the builds that were coming out. Some regions just, as typically they do, they tend to value heroes a little higher than others. That is something that throughout the year with the DPC, it felt like we were getting a little bit more homogenized across the globe, but with these qualifiers, I feel like teams are... we've heard the European teams especially talk about this idea of, like, there's less scrims happening, so some people value heroes differently. Can the Blade Mail do it?
Not quite. And the break even going to force back the Lina a little bit more.
Can't get the follow-up.
Oh, Fishman.
He's
trying
got two
to find an
remnants here.
angle. Skylark actually in range of the clockwork. The hook shot comes in, able to get the call to push back before the LSA. Laguna Blade not going to kill Fishman, and instead, it's Skylark that goes down.
Oh.
Dude, he's living on nothing.
He
just
walked
waters
into the Firefly.
Come on, dude. Take it easy here. Wait,
He got Laguna. He's an animal.
Alec?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay. He gets the strength form off. I don't know if they can catch up with the rest of the team in time. Looking for the run down there. Wish is in the area. Has Infernal Blade going to connect. The root going to connect onto both of them. And now enough for the kill. Does he get the deny?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no,
That's my
focus
Doom
lives.
right there. That's me.
Oh,
That's-
oh, he gets away. Break comes out afterwards. Sleight of Fist dodging the LSA. Turns for the kill. Santa Godlike. Dude, what a baller.
That's how I know. I would have gone for that Doom. I don't know. You have a Hoodwink and an Ember, so to me that feels good, right? I'm like, okay, these guys have like long catch. I should take whatever I can get. It's the Morphling. He's close to the E-Blade probably. That was an ambitious flare to the fountain. Not quite fast enough for Fishman.
In it, bro.
Well, they managed to bait out the Doom at the very least. I mean, the thing that's interesting about that is we can see couple of results there. Spoilers, Spider Pig's able to take it down as well. But I guess one of the things that we might see eventually is him trying to get into that Centaur instead of just the clap. There is one right over here. That probably would have been enough to kill if you have like the completely immobilizing him or whatever.
All right, he's gonna get it. Yeah, hand it over. I love this feeling as Doom. Like, but BKB Blink. This has got to be peak Doom, right? Especially at 20 minutes. This feels pretty good. And then that refresher potentially, as you said, after has been the trending item these days. All right, well, that definitely helped out for Brame, right? They were feeling a little bit sketch, and then you survive a Doom like that, so it's on cooldown. Everyone gets to farm up a little bit more. The E-Blade is on its way. We're ready for another BKB soon from Wish here. They want to go for that fight.
Dire's middle tower is
Do you
under
think
attack.
that now they're going to try and like get aggressive again? Because like we did see how strong that blade mail just almost alone with the Luna was, and how much damage it was able to do. Is that something that you want them to like get aggressive at all again? Because it feels like they're not really that worried about going into the late game. They look very comfortable on the map.
Unfortunately, it's almost the exact same situation as last game. I mean, mind you, I guess they did win that game, but to me, it was very hard for them to initiate in a lot of situations.
Right.
On the side of Brame, like they had the same thing where it was basically just like the bat kind of has to go in. I mean, they had this Ember, but he wasn't really able to get, like, he didn't have the best long-range follow-up. He basically just had the Lina, which came quite a bit later into the game. So, again, like, sure, if someone can get to this Agnums and everything, maybe there'll be enough follow-up, but to me right now, they're waiting for Into the Breach to start approaching towers, because when you come into towers, that's where the Bat Rider and the Axe really shine. And Into the Breach are just saying, why would we do that? You know?
Of course.
I'm just going to farm up this Luna. We're going to start protecting the Roche Pit. I have an Ember who can be all over the map, keeping these waves pushed out. So they're forcing the onus onto Brame to actually initiate, and they don't like that.
That's fair. That's a good point. And, you know, I feel like this has kind of been a bit of a trend so far in these qualifiers, is waiting, and it ends up like sort of culminating in a big fight around that 40-minute mark. But they might be able to find this pick off here.
Oh, nice flare.
As they catch sight of Wish. Fishman trying to do ring around the Rosie, gets the angle, gets the kill. So they take down Wish again, who has time and again been the one that's had to push out these lanes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
They just make it
attack.
look so easy. I mean, it also doesn't hurt that it's like, you know, you have a bat and I have an ember. Guess which hero is much, much harder to gank? You
True.
know? Chasing after a bat rider with just a BKB is not a problem for their current heroes.
Yeah. Some more vision being granted and throwing out the bushfire. Just it's kind of
Sharpshooters.
interesting, right? Like,
I wonder why he did that. Does he want to bait that they're roaching? Because I mean, they instantly ping the pit. If I see a hoodwink do that, I'm going to think they're roaching right now. So they smoke
Right.
up and run at them.
Arrived.
well, I guess some of it. I mean, Malik needs to be careful right here, but he will back out.
Oh, this call will be so nice.
Jump forward, done, dude. It's a lot of damage. I feel like he was just sort of seeing if he could get a free pick off. You know, like maybe if the morph wasn't paying attention to his hero or something at that point, you could just blow him up if he was on
Wow.
Agi, right?
I mean, what, who the do? Oh, you mean the hoodwink. Yeah.
Yeah, the hoodwink
Okay.
doing it.
I'm at Malik. I was like, well, he was saying a creep wave. I don't know about that.
But yeah,
Conversion. Roche, you can't just like run into Roche right now versus these heroes, so just take them mid tower. It's safe, it's free, it opens up this part of the map a little bit more, and now they're even calling for the full push. So they're prepping for a Roche, right? Spartan's like, yo, push out this bottom lane, let's get some vision down there with the creeps, have them hitting the tower so that we know if they're committing for the Roche or not. They're slowly finding some good moments for themselves in this game. Now, mind you, they're also still farming quite fast on the side of Into the Breach. 3 cores in the top 4 right now for them.
and they're gonna smoke up now, not inside of vision, and run right into the area where Morph and Spartan are farming. We'll
They
see
don't
if we
see
can get in
anything
to
up
break
here.
this.
All
Yeah,
panic.
and that signals, hey, there's some people there. They do spot vision of them. That Luna giving the extra nighttime vision will be enough to get a quick catch there onto Spartan, who time after time gets caught and killed. Oh, Skylark. They're going to drop the Doom with the BKB out. They're actually chasing all the way underneath the tower here.
That
Skylark,
flare is doing so much.
dude, they just keep vision. Sharpshooter done. Wish now trying to show up, seeing if he can get the push. Oh, Blood got to the other side though. And now the right click, the chase down, the buyback coming from the axe. He has to get into this fight. Looking for that opening slowly but
Nice
steadily.
call.
But the big call comes out with the blade mail onto them all. The chase down, but they get away. Ember runs out of there. They try to chase down Skylark and get the kill. That was so close. They find a triple kill onto Focus, so they're able to salvage some of this. An ultra kill now. A huge call. They could have gotten that Ember, but they will happily take an ultra kill on their Morph.
Yeah, he tried to go for the dunk, but I guess he was just the tiniest bit off. Doesn't matter. Morphling got it all anyway. That's kind of a good thing sometimes for your axe, right? Especially with the build that Skylark's gone for. He's like, yeah, I'm not a Manta axe. So everything for my Morphling, this is fine. Very good defense. That was one of the ugliest smoke up initiations that you're going to see. I watched that whole fight from Into the Breach's perspective, and they just ran up there blind. I mean, it was very fortunate they even got Spartan at the start, but the TP back in was perfect from Skylark. He was out of vision. He showed for like a millisecond before that call, so they were not prepped for that.
The DD right outside of the Roche pit. So often the thing that you need. The buyback comes now from Hoodwink. Roche down to 1500 HP.
Oh, where's the War
Has
Stomp?
2 remnants thinking about going in, but the War Stomp comes out, but the Aegis is there already. Dude, they were covering that one.
Greed. Sorry. That's Malik.
All right. 21-11, but it's Brame who have taken control back of this game. I mean, again, off of that one fight and then these snowballing moments, one after the other, it just feels like they're losing the grip on this game that Into the Breach kind of had there. And you know, you hate to see it, but it was, again, one of those moments of just being a bit greedy and going for that next kill on the axe.
Like here, Spartan right now. He's just like, he's drawing lines down bottom. He's like, go, push this, and now he's drawing lines up top. Like,
Yeah.
I think they're very excited about this potential comeback, and they have a plan, and that plan, take a tier 2, get an outpost with this Aegis. Like, that should be our goal right now.
That gold swing, that's so nuts. Granted, it's still a situation where you have a very farmed Luna, almost has Scotty completed.
Scanning.
We're halfway to the Aghanims on Ember. Like, these heroes are still deadly, and they're going to have Doom back up again.
Stoma has the psychic headband to go with his Ags and Aether too.
Oh, all right. Interesting.
At least he had it. I guess he sent it back home. His courier's getting very confused right now.
Doesn't know what to do.
Oh, he wanted the people's gift. Who took the psychic on him?
Yeah, I am unclear on that. Look at this, though. They're so separated on Into the Breach, but Focus is walking right after them. They're caught. They're in trouble. Hookshot hit, just pulling them deeper into the pain train. As they take down one, Fishman now also gonna get found and get killed. Brame, just cool, calm, and collected, take down the kills, walking down lanes.
There you go. Wish needed it. He's like, look, man, I need the cast range, okay?
Oh,
That's the good stuff. And all right, he was down there for a while.
yeah.
He eventually gets the tip and the punish on that. They want to grab something here, though. Lil Pleb, he's running in near them.
This is a messy
They
game.
got the
This
vision.
is a weird game. I don't know what's going on. BKB and then the runaway. I feel like nobody knows what's happening. Just heroes running around randomly. It's getting messy.
They needed to get Stoma in there. I thought maybe there was a chance, but couldn't quite get the speed with the Lena over there for some sort of a play. But that's fine. You know, they got the 2 kills. They've taken the lead. Again, Spartan says, please push this bottom lane. Someone else go top. It's very confusing lines, you know. It's just always this and that.
Right.
Push bottom so we can smoke top. Whoa, that's a big old hook shot.
Well, that is not going to translate into anything else afterwards, I don't think. As Spartan right there nearby.
Wish has a gem here. No feeding.
Careful. Yeah, he's playing that one safe. And at the 30-minute mark, they're going to back out now. So a very, very clean movement. I feel like both teams are sort of like on the precipice of just being able to blow this wide open, but it could still go either way, particularly once this Aegis expires. Do you feel like that Brame have just sort of, are they in a position now where the game is really clean for them? Or
No.
Okay.
My concern is the Ember Aghanims. I think that comes out and your backline gets very concerned. You know, like Lena, it's going to be very hard to play her game once the Aghanims is out here for ADZ.
Well, Clockwork moving in on the side. A lot of heroes, spots them all. And as soon as that vision is shown, the rest of Into the Breach are going to TP out. Going to need to de-ward around this jungle area as well. Do they have a gem on the side of Into the Breach? It doesn't look like they do.
No, they've been much quicker to pick it up on Brame throughout the series.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Something to watch for.
Radiant structures.
Do we have any way to break this Lincolns on the side of Into the Breach? Doesn't look like it easily, at least. Probably the Lucent Beam would be the main one.
Yeah, they really don't. And like going through, just like, yeah, not so much, huh?
Dire.
Not something you want your Doom to have to worry about.
Right. They do have a Psychic Headband. They could maybe use that for
Oh yeah,
Doom.
true. Yeah, that's good.
Although right now it's held on the Hoodwink. Wish looking for an opening here.
It's okay. He's got the cast range.
Jump in, hook shot out, Doom immediately. They got him
That's
caught.
the gem.
He's dead. Focus wanting to make something out of this though. Waveforms in. The Aegis expires right as that's going down. Now Root, now Bushwhack. Turn. Skylark, another big call, but is it going to be big enough? He's already down to half HP. Gotta back out. Scary
Stoma.
stuff. Stoma starts to fall. Aphotic Shield, there's the jump in. Finds him with the kill. Zantic has so often been the answer for them in this game. Now has the Aghanim Scepter, 11, 0, and 10. He is styling.
He did an excellent job of playing passive at this point where it felt like Brame had kind of taken the reins back a little bit and they could potentially kill him, but now he has this Aghanims and I am not sure what they're going to do. Like, they have to get the first jump onto him because mid-team fight, it's very unlikely you're going to catch him with any of your current spells. What are you going to do? You know? If you've burned the lasso, he's going to play so confidently in these fights. I really hope he goes for this refresher build that we've been seeing, but he might need a few more defensive options first.
Right. Well, and this is like sort of the easy mode time now for Into the Breach, is they're going to take down this mid tower after the glyph. The illusion's actually about to die.
They got
Wait a minute,
pushback.
though. Wait, what? Skylark? He's
That's
dead
that's
for a
the
minute?
Skylark.
In it, bro.
Oh, wow. That is huge now, because you've got the top tier 2 tower taken as well. I mean, they probably can't go high ground, though, I would imagine.
No, it's just a bad death. That just feels really rough. You know, you're off the map, you're not farming at all. Like, sure, you have your big items and stuff, but it definitely means that you're not going to be able to defend that other tower. So, both gone. They'll take the outpost. They now have both going on. Game is good right now for Into the Breach. And as the game gets later, Doom, you know, it just feels stronger and stronger.
It's interesting, right? We just keep on seeing this seesaw effect back and forth depending upon how these team fights start. And so often it's been based around that vision, which is, you know, obviously something you talk about all the time. They've got great wards in this area. Hook shot in, able to find focus. I don't know if he thought that one through entirely, but from downtown, Antic trying to make it happen. Able to find one kill, broken. Meanwhile, they pull back in the Doom. A lasso, a weird fight to start this one. They break the Doom. Oh, tried to go in, but it wasn't able to get it. Couldn't pull his hands down in time.
Too slow. A damn Infernal Blade.
God.
Well done, well done. Getting onto that one. I don't know, that was pretty nice, I think. Going for the clockwork like that, because he knows he's the Ags, right? It looks a little bit crazy, but the Ags on the Ember just means, like, you catch anyone, I will be there for you.
It's
and
true.
We'll try and get that follow-up going.
Well,
God, they were so close getting that Doom.
Yeah, that happens. That could be game right there. I mean, he might have still been able to get strength form off regardless, but I don't know. It feels like with the Luna as big as she is now, if you just get a couple of minutes to punch away with that Scotty, things are going to be tough to deal with. But Roche is back up. It was a quick respawn. This is also 2 minutes until the next tier of items are up. Do Into the Breach go and check it? I don't know if they're going to. Surely you go check. Oh god, it was like almost an instant spawn. Yeah, Tanner's
I got pinged out by Spartan, so at least it's on their mind. But they also have this dire ward nearby, so they're gonna start seeing them funnel into the pit, and yeah, they're gonna know. The Luna just went in, so time for us to group up and go. Who's got the smoke? Spartan's got it. Go, go, go! He says, Skylark, you fed on the mid tier 2. It was a bad death, but you can redeem yourself here at the Roche.
Skylark looking for the opening. He's got Blink Blade Mail. This could be huge. There's 2 of them in there looking for that opening now. The jump, the call, it's good. Is it good enough?
Oh, it's
Aegis
good.
on Skylark. What a play. Now Blue Pleb tries to turn, see if they can find that finish. They're going to be able to. It's a doomed up Lina, buys back. It's a long way to get back into this one. Luna is now dead as well. Focus trying to play cleanup. They take down Fishman. There's the call now afterwards onto the Hoodwink. Another triple kill for Focus.
Redemption call! Skylark's back in the game. That was so sick. Oh, you love to see it. You really love to see it. That, like, actually, the only way they get back in is that ward, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason. I talk about wards all the time, man. It's that ward. That's it. That's literally all it was. Up on the pillar, by the Roche pit. They knew what was happening, so they get there in time with the smoke. Even if it was an instant Roche. Doesn't matter.
Dude, unbelievable. I mean, you still get cheese on the Ember. You have the shard on the Luna. She doesn't want to have to buy back right now, though. And this is a full set of racks. If they're not careful, it might be more. Like, this is 40 seconds where Luna's gone. Can they really afford to not buy back right now?
They want it so bad. I mean, Morphling has BKB still, so Focus is just going. He's like, you're going to have to use everything you've got.
And this just feels like you're giving up so much. There's the jump in, try to do it. The Remnant, the Force Staff, can they take him down in time? They do. He just blows up. They didn't have a chance. They don't have to use the buyback, and now looking for more. Spartan trying to TP out, not gonna happen. Dude, this game is wild. Into the Breach somehow managed to hold without getting the Luna buyback. Oh, no.
Surely there's no way I die before I get my BKB off, thought the Morphling. I have an ABBA. I've got like some good coverage and counter initiation heroes. But they were quite wrong, as it turns out.
Wow. And just like that, the swing goes back the other direction. Aegis doesn't matter anymore. Like, I don't know. That's crazy. They're going to start pressuring up top now. They might get a buyback out of the Morph lane because Luna takes this way faster than Morph does.
How the turntables.
How the turntables, indeed. God, and they don't have an Ember to try and push this one out either.
All right, now it's Wish's time to shine.
Yo.
Great ward on the high ground here, though, right? They got the vision coming out from the Radiant, and they're watching this backline. It's nighttime, too. They got Luna. She's sending in the illusions for the scout.
This game literally could go either way at this point. It's so close. It's on
and
a
then back
knife's
the
edge.
other way, and then back the other way again.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, they're not going to get it. They don't want to try and push it any further. Oh, man. Trent, I don't even know how to deal with this. My brain is broken.
The best Dota. This is what TI Dota brings out, right? Quals or the main stage. It's the best of Dota. It's the worst of Dota because it's nerves. That's what it is, you know? It's full-on chaos.
In it, bruv.
In
Yeah.
it. That was really
tried.
good. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Yeah. I feel like I don't really know how to use it. Is that how people feel about Canadians in A? Like, they don't really understand when it's supposed to come out? Because I don't really get the whole in it thing.
No, I'm not really either. I think that there's a very deep subculture to it that you can't know unless you're a part of it. Unless you're part of the culture. But we can ponder that
Love
stuff
to be
later.
British someday. That sounds great.
You guys were for a little while, weren't you?
That's true. What were we thinking? I mean, the Queen's still on our money, so.
All right, where are we at now?
Well, I said Fishman wouldn't get lags this game, but he did it. He's got it.
Right.
He's the big guy. He's got the overclocking.
Okay, we have Flicker on one side, 3 tier 4 neutral items on the other.
Oh, Illusion Escape Morphling. Oh, yeah, but he's got Flicker. Oh,
Yeah.
what a horrible life that he has to decide between the two.
God, I want Into the Breach to get another tier of items, and I really want Brame to be able to as well, but to be honest, with Flicker, they might not need it. Vision, placed down. Fishman there, looking for the opening. Skylark, he gets caught. In some trouble, push back, and chain stun lock into the kill, and the axe, the follow-up. Focus there. They don't have a way to break the Lincolns with the BKB out. They just need to wait this one out if they can. Malik's starting to drop down low. He tries to turn, not going to get it all. Focus. Able to make the win happen. But the follow-up now. They bought back. They got him
Lena has
there
refresher.
with the hoodwink, looking for the chase down. Do they get it? Where's the Doom? They needed it right there and then. It was too far away. And now the chase. Can they find anything else here? The root is out, looking for a bushwhack. Focus, they get the Doom off. And now the chase coming. They got him rooted. They got him muted. Looking for a final finish. Oh, they got him stunned off to the side. It ain't gonna happen. They take down Focus.
They want the next fight instead. He didn't want to go in. Skylark didn't believe in the turn there, despite being close.
Oh, man.
Stoma was nearby, too, with the refresher shard as well, but he wants the double Laguna. He doesn't want just the single refresh there, because he bought it mid-fight with only like 40 seconds to go. So they've decided they're going to fight the high ground instead.
I mean, it has been where a lot of the turns have happened. And to be honest,
you're
with
fighting
Lena,
no Doom, right? Oh, dude, this is a crazy spot.
Yeah,
Skylark, he's lurking behind the tree, and they don't know.
Unbelievable. Skylark just a little bit down. Look at him. He's ready. Waiting for the creep wave to jump in. They catch him. The double Laguna. Can they bring him down in time? Yes, they can.
He's
they
a
find
god.
That kill. Unbelievable. The Suisa. Everything. The turn. Get out of there. Into the breach. You got to run and Brame.
So confident. Wow. Who does that? She's going to be like, this guy have an Invis rune or something? What was that?
Oh, man.
That play is so crafty.
Skylark. Yo, that was wild. And you know, Lena ends up killing herself, it felt like, off of the Ember and the freaking hoodwink afterwards. But, you know, you get that kill into Luna, you live to fight another day. 42
that all
minutes
comes
in.
back to Skylark not going for that jump when Morphling got doomed.
Right.
So many people would have jumped in there and gone for that play, and the lean is close, and we've got like one Laguna. It probably doesn't even end up working, but they committed for the high ground defense. He does the crazy tree play. That way they get the double Laguna blade, and they keep this game alive.
That's so nuts. So was it was a planted tree as well?
No, you can hide right there just by that one the set of trees. That's a blind spot when you go high ground. You like don't get the angle.
Jeez. What a player.
So risky.
Yeah, because if they spot him and he just gets doomed or caught by anything, it's just over at that point. But they managed to hold out again, 33-21. And this game, again, just look at this graph. It's swung back and forth so many different times. There's so few buybacks that are left. And just on a knife's edge. I don't even know who's really like the dominant one. Like, does a 9K gold leave even matter?
No,
I guess
it
the
really
buybacks.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, it's whatever. It's about execution at this point. It makes some things easier, right? 9K gold means like my guy has an Aeon disc. Yours doesn't, you know. I mean, your Bat Rider does, to be fair, but your Morphling doesn't. My Ember's got one, you know. So I guess both our initiators kind of have it, but it's a slight edge, but it's not enough to just win the game itself. Oh, can they get the smoke pop?
Round 2 of this, they spot him. Get vision, hook shot in, got him caught again. Aeon disc is there, waiting for it get out. Can they do it? Mantic tries to jump, tries to catch, they get the doom. Morphling's dead. 2 minutes, no buyback. He is gone, and with that, have Into the Breach finally done it? Is there a hope, a dream that they can potentially end this game? Skylark tries to run away. Now, they still have the double Laguna Blade with the Axe Call. Oh, they have to know that the Morph doesn't have buyback, though, surely. He's got it for 5 minutes on cooldown.
You know what's beautiful about that death, though, is when you open the death summary on the Morphling, every single hero damaged him.
Really?
The full commitment of just like Into the Breach had a plan and they execute, right? And Fishman, again, the vision from Flare, just, you can't understate it when it comes to pro games like that. Just being able to see so much in these fights.
All right, well, they're going to have to give up a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to imagine this happening another... Oh, my God, he's Shadow Bladed. Oh my God, the question marks, dude. Oh my God. This is just on a knife's edge. So many question marks. So many. Oh, all right. They got it. They got the Shadow Blade on Zeros.
Someone's trying some cheeky stuff. He's got the Lina
Can they do it?
Out.
Oh. They're looking for that opening, but still the hold.
Everyone's way back from the Luna.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, Roche.
Smoke, way in the back line.
A minute. Wish. Thinking about a jump. They're again baiting with that illusionist cape. Little pleb hitting onto these tier 4 towers. Yo, Roche is about to be back up. The call is to go and end this one. The big call comes out from Skylark, trying to find the opening, but they found the lead instead. Momentum drop down low, but can't get the refresher off the lasso underneath the tower. They give him the tip, mid chase down, and with that, Into the Breach are gonna take it. GG called. They found their man. Unreal.
All right. Oh. Well, I mean, a very spirited match from these opponents. They were very jovial in the lobbies with each other and demanded the question marks. So don't read too far into everybody. Just some lads having a good time playing some Dota, and it was a good time. I think for everyone involved, Brame putting up some heroic defenses in what was going to be harder and harder throughout the game, but I do think that Into the Breach kind of proved that they deserve to go forward here. I thought Brame would be the favorites in this series, but going to this game, Into the Breach are clutch, and I loved some of these plays from Fishman on that clockwork.